What is going on, everybody? Welcome to our live watch along coverage of NXT Stand and Deliver here across at least part of the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media. Shenanigans are afoot. It is a beautiful April day. No snow, at least not right now.
Don't jinx it.
But the show must go on, as they say. So I just want to take an opportunity to the audience right now. It's going to be a bare bones presentation. We're not on as many channels as we normally are. It just is what it is. But the simple man with the spectacular voice, Noah Foster, is here. The renegade of wrestling, JJ Williams, is here. And we're going to do as we do. And we watch as my NXT, damn it,
He don't digress.
stands and delivers.
Yes, sir. JJ, good to see you as always. Hello to the partial different Multiverse Media as we are on here live across our sub YouTube channels. And of course, the kickoff show is going on right now as we speak for your platform on the Peacock. And there you see him arriving today. And we'll see once again if him don't miss Ash Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes Trick Mellow game main events. And are we going to whoop that Trick or see Trick get whooped? As there you see Trick Williams also making his way in as people continue to make their way into the Fargo Center here as NXT Stand Deliver will be live starting noon Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific. We got 6 matches along with the kickoff. But at the end of the day, it's all about Trick Mellow game at the main event, playa.
Of course. I mean, and honestly, that's the way it should be. It is the best told story in NXT recent, and some people even say in NXT history. Some people are saying that this even rivals Ciampa Gargano. And I know that's a bold statement for someone like you to acknowledge because that was your NXT, the black and gold NXT, but people are at least saying if it's not that it is on par, if it is not completely surpassed. And I feel like that's a bold statement, but it also shows how far this 2.0 Rainbow Bright era has come.
I can't argue that claim. Like I said, even I say it now. This NXT, not your NXT simply, but this NXT is far better than what it used to be. And I truly do think that this will be the strongest performance NXT will have on this stage. I feel they truly are going to stand and deliver in the biggest way. As of course they're running down the card. We have Shawn Spears versus Joe Gacy, the NXT North American Championship Triple Threat, brought to you by Knuckles, the movie. Dijak versus Obed Femi versus Josh Briggs. 6-woman tag team action. Fia Hale, Kalani Jordan, Found Henry versus Jesse Jane, Izzy Dame, and Katana Jance. And of course, the tag team champions is on the line with Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin defending them against Axiom and Nathan Frazier. And the NXT Women's Championship is on the line as Roxanne Perez looks to once again claim what she believes she never lost against Lyra Valkyria. The Dawn of NXT looks to finally take full control of the brand as he looks to take down the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship. And as we said earlier, it all culminates with Trick Mellow game at the end of the day as we main event with Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes.
Yes, sir. I'm
And again,
trying to get a little message out there on the social so forgive me if I'm not as vocal in this moment, but
no problem.
trying to get our shill out there, man. Let people know we are here.
And I think Roxanne Perez is about to let people know exactly who she is. It was last year, April 2023. She failed to climb the ladder after getting a chance to reclaim the title that she never lost. And she hasn't been the same way since, truly unraveling. And when she finally had the one-on-one opportunity to claim what she believes she never lost, Lola Vice intercepted that cause and nearly cost Roxanne Perez. But it's Tina Paxley with the intervention that allowed Lyra to get her Michinoku driver and retain the championship. And that was the breaking point for Roxanne Perez. Didn't want to talk, didn't want to say anything. Actions speak louder than words. If she isn't going to earn the championship, she's going to take it by any means necessary as she looked to rip the arm out of the socket of Lyra Valkyria. A new, aggressive, hungry, undeterred nature has come out of the prodigy as it looks to fulfill a self-promise and reclaim her NXT Women's Championship.
Uh,
I'm looking very forward to this as
oh yeah.
Lyra looks to once again claim another battle feather in arguably what is the most important match of her career. She even said herself back at Vengeance Day, I cannot call myself the best in NXT until I beat Roxanne Perez. And now she has a chance to truly do that one on one. And she said that she will do everything in her power to make sure that she never has this championship again.
Yeah, I mean, Roxanne has been on a roller coaster since she came in and debuted in NXT. You know, to your point, she won the tag titles with Cora Jade. She was the breakout tournament champion, became women's champion, and then everything started to spiral for her, and she went on this decline, this downfall. She collapsed in the ring after a grueling bout with Maiko Satomura. And ever since then, she just has not been able to get back to the top of the mountain. And this is her final opportunity, I think. And you say most important match in Lyra's career, I would definitely put it up there, but you got to contend that that match she had with toe with an eye of the main roster.
Well, that's fair too. But again, you see right now the champion arriving, Lyra Valkyra. We gotta wonder the condition of that arm. And there you see Roxanne Perez. Where again, I still say if it wasn't for the fact that her frenemy Cora Jade was injured, Cora Jade would be in this spot. Either way, though, we very well could have a brand new NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah, no doubt. Say what's up to the chat room. Acknowledge these guys coming in. Matt, good to see you.
Hey.
Sam, it is 8:09 a.m. here on the West Coast where I am. It is 11:09 a.m. where Noah is.
That's right. From
We
the
are
east to
complete
west.
opposite coasts. Yep.
Coast to coast, quite literally. That's what we do at the JMN Multiverse of Media in the highest form and in the smallest presentation form. It doesn't matter.
And I see the niece of one Santina Morella help keeping that gimmick alive. The Miss NXT, Miss Stand and Deliver, helping host this kickoff. Looking as elegant as always with her crown and her gown and her pageant sash.
And she also looks to make Gigi Dolan Miss NXT up and coming with a makeover. What the hell?
Is it just me or does the girl in the middle look like a Wish version of Renee Paquette? Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but I have no idea who this girl is.
Yeah, that's Megan
And
Moran. She's a newer backstage
got it.
correspondent.
Okay.
As we are 50 minutes and 40 seconds away from NXT Stand Delivered taking center stage at the Wells Fargo Center, the same venue, of course, where the WWE Hall of Fame took place last night as we ushered in the latest class into immortality. And we'll see tonight who takes the banner of NXT throughout this show. Again, championships galore on the line, pride on the line, vengeance to be seeked. I think at least in Sean Spears' mind, the jury's still out on Joe Gacy's mind because that's more of an enigma than the Da Vinci Code at this point, I would think.
I mean, when it comes to Joe Gacy, how can you lose what you never had?
Yeah. Fair. Yeah, you know what? You got me. Fair point. Yeah, absolutely got me there.
They always called Terry Funk middle-aged and crazy. Joe Gacy is not middle-aged quite yet, but I think he's been crazy since he crawled out the womb.
That's probably accurate. Oh, man. And again, right now, we're just spieling because, again, there's still so much more to talk about here as we just continue to count down the clock. As, again, folks, welcome to WrestleMania week. And again, to those that are just waking up, welcome to WrestleMania Saturday as NXT stands and delivers first before the showcase of the Immortals. And we are in for an incredible day of action. And again, JJ, to your point, why don't we go ahead and talk about the kickoff match? Because, again, we didn't even get a real TV graphic for it, but it is official. The fact of the matter that Sean Spears just came back to NXT. And then we have Joe Gacy, who's been part of pretty much all eras of your NXT. He was never a part of mine. He was introduced to you in the Rainbow Bright and has been there since and has only continued to go through character metamorphosis. But the chairman has always had this weird mental mentality, preferably wearing 3 masks, as his little vignette says. But these two have cost each other right now each way, where you thought Shawn Spears and Joe Gacy were going to be involved in the NXT North American Championship picture, and that's not the case. And
Yeah.
again, I said it before, what is Joe Gacy seeking here? Is it self-retribution? Is he just a glutton for punishment? What is Joe Gacy's end game? Like, what is either man trying to gain here at this point?
Yeah, that's a fair point because a lot of people lately have been trying to bring something out of their opposition in NXT. You think about how they tried to get Ridge Holland to kind of embrace his past. I think it kind of teeters along the just a glutton for punishment. If I'm being really honest here with Gacy, I think that he's of the mindset that if he wins, he wins. If he loses, he wins.
Right.
As long as he leaves his opposition a little bit weaker, whether physically or mentally, than when they stepped in.
Yeah.
I
Of
think
course.
Joe Gacy is more a man of psychology than anything else. And that's one of the things that really intrigues me about his character,
Mm,
because it's very rare that you get a character that's about the psychology. You think about a guy like Jake the Snake Roberts. You think about a guy like Raven. Think about a guy like Bray Wyatt.
right.
Joe Gacy very much kind of fits in that mold. He's about the psychology, not about the W's and the L's.
And is there a greater victory out of that versus getting the winner's purse, to your point? And again, psychological warfare, we saw how long the mind games escalated with Dijak, and now we find Dijak pretty much here with, again, the title he's been chasing since, get this, folks, 2018. We'll talk more about that here in a moment. But simply put, JJ, at the end of the day, I think a win has to be sought by Shawn Spears. But I think Joe Gacy kind of needs to set a statement beyond the mental warfare. So it's almost a no-lose scenario for either man. But with Shawn Spears just arriving back, despite he's the veteran, I think Shawn Spears needs it more. I'm actually going with the chairman.
Yeah, I am too in this one. I believe I picked Spears pretty much for the same reasons you did, man. I mean, he just came back. This is his first major match since his return. He's had a couple of TV matches, but this is his first grand stage since his return, and it's the grandest stage of them all. It's WrestleMania weekend.
Damn it.
Granted, Joe Gacy has really kind of been struggling since the schism tree fell and was chopped into wood chips.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Spears needs it more right now than Gacy does.
Mm. There you go. Well, as we move on, we talked about Dijak a little bit. Let's go ahead and talk about the NXT North American Championship match, because you and I definitely have a bit of a different outlook towards this. Again, the NXT North American Championship, kind of like your mid card, kind of like your workhorse. This crazy, powerful, aggressive, violent juggernaut coming into the scene. An NXT original out of the breakout tourney, Obafemi. He cashed in the opportunity after winning and took on Dragon Lee when he was the most vulnerable. Then he semi-main at Vengeance Day against Dragon Lee and was able to still hold up to holding the gold. Since then, he's been virtually unstoppable. But I can't get out of my mind the chase that Dijak has been on, and the fact that he has been involved in this business for as long as he has, 11 years. And this is his 8th attempt for that title. This is the first time he gets to stand and deliver. This is the first time he gets to be part of WrestleMania weekend. I think Dijak deserves this moment. We talk about finishing the story. I talk about claiming at the right opportunity. And again, he's already faced this now 8 previous attempts. If it's not here, when? I think Dijak deserves this, and I really want to see him win this.
Yeah, I'm really torn in this match. I mean, I picked Dijak as well, but I'm really torn in this because Obafemi literally came out of nowhere,
Yep.
dominated the breakout tournament, immediately cashed in, took the North American title, and everyone was like, whoa, this is a runaway freight train.
Accurate.
And the last I checked, you don't step in the way of a runaway freight train.
Unless you have a
You will
Jeff.
get flattened. So there's your case for Obafemi because it is not time for this freight train to get derailed. Dijak, man, you made some fantastic points about him. He's been around for a minute. He had that horrid run in Retribution. Came back to try to find himself. Came back to try to reestablish himself, to re-identify himself. And he's been very successful down here in NXT. And while the W's and the L's may be batting about 50-50, he's got some very solid momentum going right now. And a win here because of the triple threat system, because of no disqualifications, because of the buffer and the fall guy, Dijak could very easily pick up the W here without completely derailing the freight train that is Obafemi, without Oba having to take the pin, without Oba having to look weak in fact and the defeat. And you look at the tail of the tape here,
Good God.
all pretty evenly matched in height. Oba and Briggs are 6'6", Dijak's is 6'7". Good differential in weight. Obafemi comes in at 310, Briggs at 270, Dijak at 265. So only about a 5-pound difference between Briggs and Dijak, but a freaking 50-pound difference between Dijak and Obafemi. Like, crazy to think about that.
How about a heavyweight slugfest triple threat dance?
Meat division, baby. And then you get to Briggs, and Briggs, I feel, is the true X factor in this because more than Dijak, Briggs is really trying to identify himself. He's been considered a tag team guy for the better part of the last couple of years, teaming with Brooks Jensen.
Correct.
And JBL saw something in him that he wanted to try to bring out of him. As a result of that, we have the dissolving of the Briggs and Jensen tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Fallon is on to success. We'll talk about her momentarily. She's on the card.
Yep.
Briggs is on his way to success. He's here in the card. But where's Jensen?
Nowhere to be found.
Jensen has been struggling even more than Briggs has now to find an identity. With the no disqualification, stipulation that comes with triple threat matches, could we see Brooks Jensen get involved here? Whether it is costing his former friend the opportunity, setting him up to be the fall guy, or whether it's all been a swerve and he helps his former friend here. And that's how you get Briggs over in this match when nobody would expect him to be the one to pick it up. Everybody, I think, in the Simply Predicting panels is going for either Femi or Dijak. I don't think there's really anybody going for Briggs. So how do you make him a sleeper pick? You have Jensen come in. City of brotherly love. These guys have been brothers in armor.
Right. Former tag team champions, to your point.
So I'm very torn on how this can really play out. And I will be happy any way it goes. I really am behind Obafemi right now on his push. I've been a fan of Briggs since I first saw him team with Jensen when I started watching. And Dijak is really starting to grow on me. And hearing his struggle and his story the way you relay it, it's hard to not support that. It's hard to not get behind that. I do agree to Cape Rayer's point. Briggs still needs some time to sizzle.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you just got to throw somebody onto the fire. You got to throw them into the deep end and see if they can swim or if they sink.
Yep, trial by fire.
So
The thing is, for me, and here's a little bit of a history for you. Josh Briggs and Dijak have actually known each other and have history going all the way back to 2017 on Independence. And we've seen that renewed when these two have tried to one up each other, including last year at the Iron Survivor Challenge in December. It was like they were trying to outpin the other versus pin each other. Remember the dueling moonsault spot, the stereo strength spot. So it's one of those things where Josh Briggs, he quite has not been proven, but he also truly has been untested. Why Dijak at one point he was questioning whether or not he was going to get the pink slip, and somehow he has thrived stronger than ever in this NXT. If you looked at his Twitter activity and the support for the young, hardworking, hungry men and women that he's been able to literally coexist and grow with, not only shaping them, but shaping himself in the process. So it's just one of those things where I think Dijak has definitely earned this opportunity, put in the work, and it doesn't necessarily hurt Obafemi, who right now has already been put into the fire out from the get-go, and I didn't think that was going to be possible right out of the gate, considering Obafemi, he is an original from NXT. He literally has been built out of here. He has done nothing else but NXT. In fact, before the breakout tourney, he was a previous identity on Level Up. He has less than a year experience, period. So it's one of those things where it might be the biggest test for Obafemi, but it'll also be the greatest accomplishment for Dijak. And I'm very looking forward to feasting my eyes on this triple threat meet dance.
There we go. Well, we just talked about Briggs and where he's gone since the dissolving of the unit. Let's go ahead and jump in and let's talk about Fallon's match this weekend.
Go
As we've
for it.
got the girls of Chase U, Thea Hale, Fallon Henley, and in my opinion, the true female breakout this past year, Kaylani Jordan,
Can't argue that.
taking on the queen of toxicity, JC Jane, and her tag team partners of Kiana James and Izzy Dame.
And also, JJ, keep this in mind. Jasmine Nix may be injured, but you know she's going to be in Jesse Jane's corner.
Yes.
Well, this is a Chase U storyline, simply put, because at the end of the day, you see six. I see three different rivalries, but I see one that still has a story yet to be finished, and it's going to escalate from here. So this is your NXT. This is your women's division. I'll even put it up there. The NXT women's division right now is the second most best booked women's division on the Western Front, just underneath TNA and just over ROH. So take it away, JJ. Break down the story of this match and your thoughts on which side needs to win.
Well, again, I'm really torn here because my heart, my gut says go with the baby faces here. You know, build Kaylani Jordan up, let her be on the winning side here. Fallon, impresses me more and more with every passing week.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know my love for Thea Hale.
Mm-hmm.
However, when I first started watching 2.0, I was attracted to a certain toxic stable.
Yes.
And JC Jane, more than Mandy Rose, more than even Gigi Dolan, was the one that had my eye there, the one I always had to keep my eyes on. Kiana James and Izzy Dame, kind of whatever on. Nothing against Kiana. She is athletic as all get out. Izzy's the one that I feel like really doesn't belong here. She's only here because she's running with Kiana. Otherwise, I feel like it would be Jasmine in this spot.
Yeah, and again, to your point, Izzy's also another participant from the breakout tourney, and guess one of her first losses were to Kalani Jordan.
But at the end of the day, this really should be Thea versus JC. That is where the true heat and the true rivalry here is. JC came in, became a member of Chase U, tried to turn Thea into something she isn't, completely tried to sabotage Thea's personal life, all at the same time saving Chase U with their financial struggles, creating the calendar that sold out in record time that you thought was the biggest joke ever.
Yeah.
But with the money that it raised, clearly there was a supply and demand. And The $1 million question here, I think, falls down to, as Cape Rayer brings up in the chat, was this all a swerve? Do we get Thea finally pulling the trigger and going full bad girl? And this was all just a ruse? Or do the baby faces win here? I gotta go with the good girls here. This is WrestleMania weekend. I'm not saying we can't have heels win on WrestleMania weekend,
Right.
but I feel like this is one match where you need the good guys to come out on top.
Well,
Noah, I know you've got that application at your desk to fill out to apply for Chase U. What say you here?
first off, don't count your chickens before they hatch as far as me enrolling into an accredited institution that is not accredited. But that's a whole different conversation.
You know what? Between messing with you on that and messing with Datilla on the fact that she's actually got to be up early to watch this morning, I got to get my fun in somewhere, damn it.
Yeah, that's fair because I'm going to no-sell the hell out of you during this show. Again, like I said, it truly is a battle of three rivalries. I mean, you look at Von Henry, who's had fallout with Katana James, and might I add, Katana James and Von Henry last year came in as NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, lost them to Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. And of course, Easy Dame, one of the newest faces in the scene, along with Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan's stock is far more up than Izzy Dame's is right now. And Izzy Dame lost to Kalani in the breakout tournament. And then you have Fia Hill and Jessie Jane that became a thing after Fia Hill felt like she needed to find a darker side of herself after her professor cost her the NXT Women's Championship against Tiffany Stratton in that submission match, lest we forget. But somehow along the way, Fia Hill remained pure and steadfast in her own way. And Jessie Jane didn't buy into her anymore. Treat her as a joke. So what did Jessie Jane do? Found another toxic pupil in the likes of Jasmine Nix, who Jasmine Nix did lose to Fia Hill recently and is not clear to compete. She is injured, but it doesn't mean, like we saw on Tuesday, the number of games will come into play. We saw what happened on Tuesday when Jessie Jane rocked freaking Fallon Henry's face with that knee, jacked her freaking face. So at the end of the day, you gotta look at right now the battle lines drawn where who truly runs NXT, and it's just business at the end of the day when it comes to Katana James. I gotta go here just based on the fact that right now you literally are looking at don't be a bully, be the star, stand up for yourself, own up to who you are. It's hard to bet against Fia Hill, Kalani Jordan, and Fallon Henry. I think this trio is more established as well to stand and deliver because to your point, Izzy Dame is incredibly inexperienced. She is greener than her gear. Not to mention NXT original, less than 1 year. But I also want to put out the fact that, again, NXT is crafting the future, trying to build quality out of quantity when you look at the age differentials amongst all 6 of these women and the experience levels. And ironically enough, the one with the most experience is Tessa Price, Fallon Henry. You look at experience, you look at possible upside, you look at what's ahead, you look at what needs to be done, you look at the bigger motivation, and all those boxes, similar to a rubric sheet on a report paper, it plays in favor of Fia Hill, Kalani Jordan, and Fallon Henley. The only way they don't win is if Fia's emotions get the best of her and Jessie Jane exploits that to her advantage. But I gotta go with Fia and crew.
Tag team titles. The
Oh,
unlikely pairing of Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin versus, no, not the Flash and a Power Ranger, Nathan Frazier and Axiom, aka A-Kid. I mean, Braun Breaker is a member of the SmackDown roster. He's been signed for the better part of a month. You know, I mean, this is WrestleMania weekend. You got to figure that Braun and Corbin are going to lose the titles here. And Braun is going to make his way up to SmackDown full time. They've been showing video packages and vignettes for him, but they haven't really had him make his big debut yet. This seems like it's very easy for me. As much as I love the unlikely duo of Braun and Corbin has needed this so badly.
That I agree with.
I think it's a good way to just kind of it was a good way to kind of get the failure stench off of him. If you want to go that route, you know what I mean? It
Hmm.
A lot of people complained that Braun wasn't drafted last year. And why wasn't he drafted? It's like he had been the face of NXT. He had been champion for the better part of a year, but he had been a baby face. They had just turned him heel. Needed to let him see how he worked as a heel. Dominated as a heel. Unbelievable. You know, his uncle was a tremendous heel. Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
Braun's got it in him. He's a natural.
Yeah.
Then it's like, well, what else is there for him to try to do? Well, you know what? We're not going to put him in the North American title picture. That would be kind of ridiculous after a year long world title reign. But let's see what he does as a tag team because the Steiner brothers are one of the greatest tag teams of the 90s.
Hmm.
Let's see what he's got there. Throw him with Corbin. Man, they've been good. They've been undeniably good. It it comes off very rock and sock the way they were put together, but they've risen to every obstacle, every challenge. But there comes a point where good things have to come to an end. And even though there is equity in these two as tag team champions, the future is going to be standing across the ring from them in the pairing of Nathan Frazier and Axiom. There is just something about Frazier and Axiom you can't take your eyes off of when they're in the ring. It's you know what? I'm gonna say it like this: Frazier and Axiom is everything the Bucks used to be without the arrogance and prickish nature that comes with them now.
Damn.
Stop me when I'm telling lies. I mean,
Hey.
hell, look at Frazier. He looks like he could be the lost Massey brother. That hair, that beard, that expression on his face. Tell me I'm
Oh,
wrong.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing.
Go ahead, Noah.
Well,
Break this one down for me.
Well, again, to your point, Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin coming together out of circumstance and butting egos, but an agenda basically, changing their paths away from the NXT championship. They came together, of course, during the breakout tourney, and on the way to the finals, they beat Axiom Nathan Frazier. But Axiom Nathan Frazier have come back since then, being the likes of No Quarter Catch and the LWL and the OC to gain this opportunity. And why Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin might have a little bit more of an edge when it comes to what seems like cohesion and power. And that's what we saw with Alpha Academy. Braun Breaker is a freak, Jesus Christ. Axiom and Nathan Frazier have more experience together, not only as one-on-one opponents, but forming into a tag team. And I think at the end of the day, I look at that cohesion, I look at that drive, and not looking at, Brad LL aside. I think Axiom and Nathan Frazier get their comeback here because they already have seen these two, what they can do, and they've already faced them. So they also have that level of familiarity. Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin been Tad Chance for 53 days now after being in the family. And this is their second defense after beating Chase Hughes, Duke Hudson, and Andre Chase. But I think Axiom and Frazier get it done. Not just the fact that they are truly NXT, but it would also be the first accolade in Nathan Frazier's rising career, a pupil of one Tyler Black, aka Seth freaking Rollins. I'm going with the challengers here. I think this is going to be an upset.
There we go. It wouldn't be the first accolade, would it? Because didn't he get the Heritage Cup for a cup of coffee before Noam Dar took it back from him? Had
I
it for like a week or two. and then Noam Dar got his rematch.
I honestly forgot that was even a thing because that just really made my blood boil and it didn't feel like a true accolade. But I understand what you're saying. Of course, Axiom, for those that don't know, the former 8 Kid was the inaugural Heritage Cup champion. My NXT! Black and red NXT UK. And now he's cosplaying as a Power Ranger knockoff, but that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, I think Axiom and Nathan Frazier get it done here.
All right. Well, there's 2 matches left to discuss, sir. So we're gonna go.
Oh boy.
Here first. And on the surface, this looks like it is so mismatched. This looks like Tony D'Angelo should have 0 chance in hell stepping into the ring against the Mad Dragon Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah.
But Tony D'Angelo has come a long way in these 2 years. I'm going to take a quote that Datilla's friend Josh said on the air when they were discussing NXT this past week. Tony D'Angelo has gone from a caricature to a character. He started as your stereotypical, forget about it, Italian gimmick that WWE loves to play into the stereotypes.
Yeah.
And we're not saying that they still don't dabble in that a little bit. I mean, hell, he runs his own freaking mafia, the D'Angelo family. But since that era and the family versus the Legado del Fantasma feud of a couple of years ago, where there's no reason in hell that the Legado should have lost.
Yeah.
Tony D has grown both as a character, both on the microphone and in the ring. Bringing Stacks in really helped anchor him. Bringing Adriana Rizzo in added a little bit more personality to him. And now the addition of Luca Crucifino, you've got to look at this family as just that, a family, as a serious threat. And if Tony D had walked into a ring against Ilya Dragunov 2 years ago when I first started watching, I would have said call an ambulance and have it ready there for Tony D'Angelo. He's going to die. But when you think about the main roster, you think about the longest reigning intercontinental champion of all time, you start to think about who could be the man to dethrone the Ring General Gunther. For me, and granted, I wasn't watching during this era, but I have heard the stories, courtesy of you. You've got to think about Dragunov, the one man to defeat Walter. And you can't get to that story. You can't build that until Dragunov loses the title. Tony D'Angelo, unfortunately, I don't think the D'Angelo family, unfortunately, I don't think translates well onto the main roster.
No.
They're going to be jobbers to low mid card at best. You'll be lucky if you get a tag title reign for them.
You'll be lucky if they do better than Hit Row. Continue.
But in NXT, Tony D'Angelo can ascend to the top of the mountain, become champion, and truly become the Don that he's proclaimed himself as for all this time.
Look, I'm Italian. As far as I know, my ancestry doesn't have work in the mafia, but if they did, it would be a snap of the fingers to take this guy out where the sun don't shine, for real. That being said, Tony D'Angelo is an NXT original. 28 years old, 2 years of experience, never seen wrestling outside of the WWE. Ilya Dragunov, though, well experienced beyond his years, 30 years of age, 11 years of experience. Ilya Dragunov has been the champion now for almost 200 days, 189 days, going into his fifth defense. He's the 29th champion in this company's history and this brand's history. And there you see a beautiful shot of the Rose Fargo Center. It's literally right next to the home of WrestleMania, as WrestleMania Saturday still to come later tonight. But right now we're looking at NXT, the Stand Deliver. I look at it like this, though. I just don't see them immediately inserting Ilya Dragunov into the mid-card scene, because at the end of the day, Gunther is still in the mid-card level, despite the fact he's a better world champion than both world champions combined, yet to be crowned the world title. I just think right now they're going to, because stories always goes in threes, sometimes twos. I don't think this is a one of them, like stuff we're going to talk about here very soon, as it looks like we might get ready for kickoff action here and segue. I think right now the Dragunov's flame still burns brighter than Tony D'Angelo's stock in his own family. Something in me still says that Ilya retains. Truth will ultimately prevail, but there is pain bringing it to light. As we get ready now and segue, folks, real quick here into our first action, as the chairman has arrived. So welcome everybody once again to the JMN live Multiverse Media live watching the event series as we begin WrestleMania weekend truly with NXT Stand Deliver kickoff action, as the chairman has arrived, looking to give something Joe Gacy may want but may regret. As always, I am the Simple Man Noah Foster with my color analyst. This is his brand, damn it, and he will stand and deliver, standing verbally, of course. JJ Williams. And JJ, you ready to go here as the chairman has arrived and Shawn Spears takes on Joe Gacy one-on-one?
I'm definitely ready for this, man. I mean, you know me, you know my stand and deliver, you know my NXT. I was not familiar with Ty Dillinger in his previous incarnation. I saw a little bit of Shawn Spears in AEW, but they didn't really feature him on TV all that much. So this is really my introduction to the Perfect 10, the chairman, as you guys call him. Hopefully Datilla will give this match a 10 out of 10, if nothing else, for this show, because she always does the Shawn Spears Perfect 10 rating.
And if you want to hear JJ sing Joe Gacy's theme, super chat, as simple as that. If you want to tip to the conversation, donate to Dictate at Cast Station Studios, as the world just gone upside down. You talk about unfamiliarity. You're very familiar with this madman that has literally warped himself. Oh, what the hell? Wait a minute. Ridge Holland. I thought he. Wait, what?
Well, you got to figure for the last few weeks, freaking Shawn Spears has been trying to get Ridge Holland to kind of embrace the darkness.
But I thought he retired indefinitely from in-ring competition.
Come on now, this is the WWE.
Yeah, fair point. Well, Joe Gacy's stunned, but he isn't inside the ring. Joe Gacy not going to stay down, though. The rings are underway. Throws Shawn Spears up and over to the floor. And Gacy right now looking to fight back. Tope! Messy Tope to a seat to the outside as he grabs the small of his lower back. And this is how things start up. You see the replay here. Ridge Holland dressed to the nines, steel chair in hand. You almost wonder if he's doing maybe the work of the chairman, or is that just like, something that he felt he needed to do?
Great spring up to the top rope there by Spears, the agility.
And Shawn Spears.
Overhead belly to belly for Joe Gacy off the top. You can see Gacy already writhing in pain ever since that chair attack.
Right. You see right now, Shawn Spears getting the better of Joe Gacy. Irish whip and throw. Back first again, focused into the ring post.
And those are those old school steel posts, mind you, Noah. That's not these Elite D board posts that we see on Raw and SmackDown on a regular basis.
Not at all.
That is that old school metal.
Backbreaker over the knee.
Beautiful backbreaker.
Cover. A 2 count. Again,
you're just like a half second to a second ahead of me, bro.
Yeah, I got you. And again, Shawn Spears also coming in as the savvy vet here. There's no denying that. We know Ty Dillinger, Perfect 10, Sean Spears, also down under in Australia. And of course, the fiance of one iconic. You might remember her as Pam Rice, aka
Yes.
Cassie Lee. Knife edge chops again. And off
Last
the
I
rope.
heard, I believe she's pregnant with their second child right now. So congratulations to them. Hopefully it's as healthy of a baby as their first one is.
Tell me that's not inspirational. Oh!
Haha, I like what you did there.
Again, TNA for life. And Sean Spears looking to follow up. Joe Gacy, though, caught double leg takedown. And Sean Spears might be looking for a full Boston Crab. All the pressure now being applied to the lower back that has been exaggerated the entire duration of this opening kickoff match here. And he's got him down in the center of the ring. Can he find his way to the ropes? Can he find a way to reverse the pressure? Get some leverage?
He's got that Boston Crab locked in deep.
Yeah, and he's sitting back on it too. And the thing is, the more you sit back on the Boston Crab, the more pressure you apply on the lower back. But it also does give your opponent more of a chance, as Gacy just did, to find his way to the ropes. And again, folks, this is NXT Stand and Deliver. We are just minutes away from going center stage, Will Fosco Center for our main card. This is our kickoff match here. Sean Spears, Joe Gacy. And the fact this match came out of the fact that both men respectfully, there's the word, cost each other being involved in the NXT North American Championship triple threat.
12 minutes, 35 seconds before we kick over to the main card here as Sean Spears lifts Gacy up to the top rope.
Yeah, this is always a dangerous move here. Ooh. Big elbow strike. Side of the jaw takes Sean Spears down. Chairman down for now. Joe Gacy looking to finally try and get some momentum in this match. Or maybe his bearings. Oh!
Again, sprinting to the top rope, but Gacy ready, has it scouted that time.
Big crossbody, though. The rope from Sean Spears cover, hooking the far leg, and gets a 2 count.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. It's like, Yeeto by Joe Gacy.
Beautiful suplex there.
But again, look at the way he immediately grabs his lower back, JJ.
Yeah, it's been weakened ever since that chair attack. Gacy, you've got to keep in mind, on NXT this week, Gacy was beat down. That's how this match even came to be. Gacy was on his way to the ring and Sean Spears brutally attacked him. And then as he was coming out to the ring this time, Ridge Holland ambushed him.
Oh!
That back is not at 100%.
We still don't know the motives behind Ridge Holland fully because Ridge Holland has been in a rivalry with Sean Spears.
Could very well be a AJ Francis, Ridge Swann type of thing where, you know, Ridge Holland is going to become an underling of sorts to Spears to kind of embrace this darkness that Sean's been trying to get out of him.
Off the second rope with the moonsault to Sean Spears. Here's the cover, hook of the far leg, and a near fall.
Hopefully Datilla's proud of that TNA Impact reference.
I'll tell you one thing, I don't believe in Rich Swann.
Ooh,
not anymore.
Gorgeous moonsault again. Saw that in slow-mo.
Well, again, it's so nice they had to show it twice. And again, Ridge Holland's actions right now have already put Joe Gacy at a disadvantage since the bell rang. And Sean Spears catching him coming in again. And looks like to bring him to the outside this time.
Please do, Cape Rayer. Just post this link on your socials, man. Share this YouTube video with all your friends. Facebook, Twitter, wherever you can. Everybody watching, share the link. It's WrestleMania weekend, damn it. Emmanuel, I am not trying to get alcohol poisoning today. It is too damn early in the morning to be taking shots when Booker T says shucky ducky quack quack.
Let's try and not bring that into existence because we already know that he and Wade Barrett are going to challenge each other and whoop that trick. You realize Wade Barrett and Booker T are both here on commentary, right?
Yes, alongside Vic Joseph, the voice of my NXT.
Poor Vic. Meanwhile, trying to slingshot back inside. Oh my!
Jesus,
Big
that was
DDT.
slick.
Cover and a kick out.
That was slick. The way he slingshotted him up, caught the neck, bridged him on the top rope instead of the middle, the way Randy Orton does, and then just dropped him head first with that DDT.
Yeah, further impact, by the way, to your point. Randy Orton does that from the middle. That was a top rope DDT, draping DDT suspension DDT. Uh-oh.
Stalking his prey.
Might be looking for the C4. Joe Gacy able to counter, though. Hooking him up. Might be looking for Uranagi. Shawn Spears fighting back, though. Once again, hooked. Counter again with the deep arm drag. Gacy once again back up in the shoulders. Again, slips out of the back door. Shawn Spears sits the cover. Trusts both legs. Gets a 2 count.
Man, some great action. Here we go.
Man!
Rock bottom.
Got all of it covered by Gacy in a near fall. Whoa.
You can call it a bookend, you can call it a Uranagi, you can call it the rock bottom, but you know that's a little subtle shout out to his former Schism stablemate, Ava Raine, the one and only Simone Johnson, daughter of The Rock.
And of course, the general manager now of your NXT. As we saw earlier, as we look to stand deliver our main event with Trick Mello game, she already told the referee there has to be a winner. Shawn Spears right now trying to look for a reprieve on the apron.
That Uranagi, though, was everything Gacy needed to try to get a little bit momentum after being worked down and beaten down and that back targeted.
And Joe Gacy, to your point in the driver's seat, looking to scout his next move, and on the apron, big senton drop, putting his own body in harm's way, but crashing down on Shawn Spears' sternum.
Going to the top rope. What's he got here?
Evil intentions, maniacal intentions, dangerous intentions. Reckless abandonment, Swanson bomb denied. Ooh. And the back collides once again with the mat. Now Shawn Spears with a double underhook. Pedigree! Game over. That's it. Cover. 2. No.
2. Oh.
Woo. Now you see that.
But you can see the frustration kind of setting in on Spears.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you saw the shock value on his face right there. Now Shawn Spears got to be wondering, what the hell do I need to do? What am I in the ring with? Then again, Shawn Spears, he's been challenged his whole life while John Gacy's been going through this mental warfare for only a past year. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oy! Super kick. Rolling elbow. Joe Gacy answers. Joe Gacy right now trying to light up the chairman. Upside down. Oh, man. Pinpoint kick to the back. And up in the fireman's carry again, looking for the C4. Joe Gacy countered, though. Irish whip reversal. Upside down. Connects with the clothesline.
Beautiful.
Into the cover. Joe Gacy wins over Shawn Spears.
Nice. Definitely unexpected victory there for Joe Gacy, but well fought and well deserved. Excuse me.
And to your point again, he was literally assaulted before the bell rings, so he was already coming in here as the underdog. Joe Gacy turns Shawn Spears' world, wham, upside down with that handspring lariat and gets the 3 count. You may not want to be included in Joe Gacy's world, but either way, Joe Gacy's world thrived here at NXT Stand Deliver in the kickoff show. Joe Gacy has beaten the chairman. As we, again, get ready for our actual festivities here, we already talked about, of course, the NXT Championship. We talked about the Women's Championship. We talked about the 6-woman tag. We talked about the Tag Team Championships. We talked about the NXT North American Championship. We just had our kickoff match. But, JJ, it's not that time yet, but it's going to be that time enough soon. Let's go ahead and get right into, while we got about 5 minutes left, our main event, Trick Mello game Implosion.
Man, this match is what this entire show is about. It goes all the way back to October. The attack on Trick Williams, the whodunit, the long drawn-out storyline to build up to this. The reveal that the man that Trick thought was his best friend, the man that Trick thought was his brother, was the one to pull the trigger, was the one to initiate the ambush, all out of jealousy. You know, Mello tries to spin it, and the fact that Trick wasn't willing to continue playing his role. But Trick's point, man, these last 6 months have been an avalanche for Trick Williams. He came from out of nowhere as a competitor to become one of the biggest things, in my personal opinion, organically, since the rise of LA Knight on the main roster.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that you cannot deny it. We compared Obafemi to a runaway freight train earlier. Trick Williams is on that same track. He is a runaway freight train when it comes to his popularity and his ascension and his rise. And no, I'm not talking about the ascension, that other old NXT tag team, but this is going to be an all out war between these two brothers. And I would not be surprised, win or lose, whatever happens, if there's not something more to this story. I do not think this is going to be the end of it.
Yeah, I'm just taking it in what you're saying and thinking about this. And as somebody that's been critical about this NXT era since it became Rainbow Bright, but it's finally become white and gold. Trick Mellow Game has been one of the number one things outside the women's division that has always catered to my attention. And at the end of the day, Carmelo Hayes, out of pure envy and jealousy, seeing where Kim's light may be dimming, refused to stay on the sidelines and be outside the headlines. And it all escalated when Trick Williams asked John Cena, when did you know it was your time? Trick Williams' time very well may be now, but to Carmelo Hayes' credit, Carmelo Hayes, he's been in that spot for 3 years. And maybe Trick Williams all that time was just the guy that was there for all his hype. But honestly, Trick Williams right now, he's been the guy in the spotlight. Again, Trick Williams, literally, WWE original, NXT original, 3 years worth of experience. We heard it during the last face-off. Trick Williams' third match ever was alongside Carmelo Hayes. It was a dark match against the Viking Raiders on SmackDown. And both these men, of course, have risen to promise. Of course, Carmelo Hayes, two-time NXT North American champion, former NXT champion. Trick Williams, of course, former NXT North American champion, former Iron Survivor Challenge winner. And we've seen the headlines that was made after Vengeance Day when he got whooped. And since then, Trick Mellow Game honestly has probably escalated their game, but it's become a brewing rivalry that I don't think people were necessarily ready to see, but always thought that what if? And that's really what this is right now, a what if. What if Kim missed? What if Trick is just a one-trick pony? And that's what's going to be sold tonight here in a match that honestly has more value than any championship on this card tonight.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time Mello missed, but Mello doesn't miss often. That's to be sure. Cape Rayer says this could be bigger than HBK versus Hunter.
Ooh.
That's a bold statement, but I could definitely see it being on the level of.
Yeah.
And Darren, no, we're not starting this match yet. We're just kind of hyping the card, bro.
Yeah,
this is the last match we need to hype.
Yeah, we're mere seconds away from taking this thing center stage. And again, we think about great rivalries. Shawn Michaels, HBK, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly. Trick Mellow Game could literally put all of those to shame if this goes as far as we believe. And here right now, honestly, is game one. I think, honestly, we're just starting the playoffs of what these two still can bring forward. But tonight, only one can stand and deliver. And last year, Carmelo Hayes, not only did he stand and deliver, he won his only NXT championship.
But how long did it last?
Till No Mercy.
It was a good run, but it wasn't on the level of some of the greats.
Don't go anywhere.
No, sir. We will be right back.
Peacock, WWE. I guess it is the new logo now for these type of things. I never noticed that.
Man, and again, here we go. Then, now,
yes,
forever.
And of course, JJ, you and I in the Multiverse of me are always in this
together.
Let's freaking do this, bro. And now, the JMN Multiverse of Media live virtual events present to you coverage for NXT Stand and Deliver.
And here are your hosts, of WWE NXT Stand and Deliver, the metaphor.
You know, every time I figure NXT is bringing me back in, they bring me one step backwards with these four yahoos in front of me. Friggin' TikTok rejects, mouth disease, and obnoxious narcissistic heritage cop hostage loony. I'm gonna be good. I promised myself this weekend I'm going to be good. I'm going to hold my role strictly as play-by-play, unbiased, non-critically judging analyst. I'm going to hold my stand. I am going no so. I'm going to affirm my place. I'm not going to walk off. I'm not going to rant. I am going to stand and deliver this WrestleMania weekend. Damn it.
And I appreciate that.
All right, now we got a video package, though, as again, they're just subtly talking about what we've been hyping up the last hour, all of these incredible matches.
Here, I know how much you love the metaphor. I know how much you enjoy, as you like to call them, the TikTok rejects. Cece is sitting out here right now putting some stuff together for the birthday party later that you know about. She saw Lash Legend standing there with everybody else and said, "Who's the dude in silver?" You're welcome, Noah.
And the women are looking to stand deliver, of course, in the 6-woman tag. We, of course, have the NXT Women's Championship on the line as Lyra Valkyrie has come back with a vengeance after knocking the head clean off Roxanne Perez's shoulder and planting her through that table, giving her own attitude adjustment. As this new attitude of Roxanne might be the most dangerous prodigy yet that NXT has ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I am gonna say this. This might end up being the only positive thing I say about the metaphor tonight. Okay. So bear with me here. I like how they're kind of going back through the stories and sort of reenacting. We saw them in the D'Angelo family restaurant. We saw them in the Chase U classroom. We saw them in the ambulance for Roxanne. Now we see them in Dijak's little headquarters. I'm enjoying this little take and how they're kind of impersonating and reenacting some of the feuds that brought us here. This is very well produced and it fits their gimmick. The last time I think I was this entertained by them was Halloween Havoc when they did the Scooby-Doo bit.
Well, again, as they're telling
I
the
do
show,
not give these four credit much, but I will give them credit here. Now they're in the barber shop with Trick Mellow Games background. This is slick. You've got to give them that, bro. This is the most entertaining I think I've ever found Noam Dar.
well, if you want a hype package and you're not going to have Trick Williams on the mic doing it anymore, I guess this is one way of doing it. And to your point, they are literally illustrating the backlog, the background, and the elements in many of the matches here tonight. And we will see if Kim don't miss, or are we going to all whoop that trick? And with that being said, folks, welcome to the Wells Fargo Center. Welcome to JJ's brand. Welcome to NXT. Welcome once again to WWE Live Watch Live events and the WWE Multiverse Media. And welcome to WrestleMania weekend officially, as we will see how NXT stands and delivers. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again. I am, of course, Noah Foz, the Simple Man, the Simple Brand, and the voice of JMN, forever grateful for professional wrestling and honoring sports entertainment. Damn it. And my name is Noah Foster. Of course, with me, as always, the color analyst, his brand, the Renegade Wrestling, JJ Williams. JJ, this is your WrestleMania. This is your grand stage. This is your highest elevation of professional wrestling Broadway. Are you ready to see how your brand stands and delivers?
Absolutely, absolutely. I wouldn't go as far as to say this is my WrestleMania because WrestleMania is my WrestleMania. But damn it, I am as passionate about this version of NXT as you are about the black and gold NXT. And that's what makes this so great is that I believe in this product the same way you believed in the upstart version of this. And you have even come around to where you enjoy this version of it, not as much as, but almost on the same level as your original version of NXT.
I'll give you that. Like I said, this NXT far better than what it used to be, even though right now people are probably having seizures. As it looks like we're kicking things off with tag team action as the NXT Tag Team Champions is on the line. And here are your number one contenders, Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
While the entrances are happening, I'm going to put you on solo real quick while I go grab me a couple of tasty beverages.
That's a good idea. Again, folks, Axiom and Nathan Frazier, no strangers to the current NXT Tag Team Champions, Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, faced them actually in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and lost. Axiom and Nathan Frazier earned this opportunity, winning a triple threat number one contenders match against the LWO and the OC, and earning that opportunity, overcoming no quarter catch. We'll see tonight if they can overcome Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, who their unique chemistry has been pretty much unmatched. Oh boy. Braun Breaker is a freak. The Wolf Dogs have arrived in the Real Fargo Center. Holla if you hear me. And there's my dog going off on freaking center stage downstairs. Dadgummer. Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin, current NXT Tag Team Champions now. Tag Team Champions for the last 53 days. And this is their second defense after defeating Chase U and after claiming these titles against the family. Of course, I'm talking about Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Taylor. We also saw primarily almost how Alpha Academy, whoa, man! We're going to get involved in the get-go possibly, but that got neutralized immediately. It's the Tope Suicida, furious and fast start by the challengers here. Dueling Topes by Axiom and Nathan Frazier, not taking the tag champions likely. But Axiom off the top rope with the moonsault! Wiping out Baron Corbin, Braun Breaker on the outside. And again, right now, Axiom and Nathan Frazier, they probably have been doing since that loss in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics of these two. Bell rings as the match is officially underway. Axiom with a nice crossbody on Braun Breaker, lateral press for a 1 count. Take a look at this, by the way. The show of athleticism and the height by Axiom. Of course, Axiom and Nathan Frazier, no strangers to each other. They have stood and delivered multiple times in one-on-one action prior to becoming a tag team. Both former Heritage Cup champions. Now Baron Corbin trying to take advantage of Nathan Frazier, looking for the tornado DDT. Nathan Frazier, a press. Hey, all right, JJ. Again, JJ, you look at the tail of the tape here of both these teams, similar level of tag team experience and tag team chemistry, but I would argue that Axiom and Nathan Frazier know each other better than Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker do.
Yeah, that's 100% accurate, because even though both teams have only been a unit for a short period of time, Axiom and Frazier have had a long-standing rivalry to where they've gained respect for each other and know each other's moveset. Corbin and Breaker literally pretty much fell into each other's lap.
And tag team wrestling center stage here in an opening contest, but I would argue also that Baron Corbin has the most experience overall when it comes to the biggest stages, standing and delivering, taking on the challenges, holding up to them. Again, you said yourself, the man that survived 1,000 bad gimmicks from Bad Creative. Tad to Axiom.
It looks like Baron has finally embraced the Wolf Dog's name. Looks like they've got some merch, a t-shirt there.
Big kick, Axiom with the cover and a near fall.
That could be a tell, though, because I don't think I've seen that shirt until now. So if they're just now making Wolf Dogs merchandise, this team may not be going anywhere.
But also to you, JJ, I looked at the graphic. It didn't say Wolf Dogs. It said Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. Death Valley driver hoisting up Axiom. Brain Buster. Cover, lateral press, and a near fall. Tag. And again, let's keep in mind, Braun Breaker is officially signed member of the SmackDown roster. Braun Breaker right now, just exercising his will against Axiom here. Of course, we've seen Braun Breaker and his meteoric rise, not just for your NXT, but also on WWE. Let's not forget his performance at the Royal Rumble, JJ.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, God!
Braun Breaker definitely issued a statement to the main roster back in January.
Is there a faster individual right now in WWE than Braun Breaker? Look at this. Wham! Seriously, JJ.
Yeah. Sorry, Jeff finally contacted me.
Hey.
He is up, he is about, and he's asked for the ability to come on the air after this match and make a statement. So, yeah, of course it's fine. I gave him the link. I just messaged him back. So,
gotcha. Tag right now, Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin, Braun Breaker, isolating Axiom in their corner.
But to your point, I don't think there is anybody faster than Braun Breaker right now, and he's deceptively fast.
Well, also, like
you look at a guy his size, his build, and you don't expect them to be that agile. But that's one of the things that always made the Steiner brothers stand out during their peak, was the fact that they were big hosses that had that athletic ability. You think about Scotty Steiner, the master of the Frankensteiner. You know, you look at a guy like Scotty before he became roided out and became Big Papa Pump. And even still, when he had the body type of Braun Breaker, and even still, you wouldn't expect a guy like that to be doing a top rope, you know, Hurricane Rana, great Spanish fly there. You would expect that type of move more from a guy Axiom's build. So for a guy like that to be able to hit that type of stuff is impressive every time you see it, and there's a great replay of that Spanish fly.
And that's a tag to David Frazier and Baron Corbin. David Frazier flies in with the missile draw kick off the top rope and looking for the hot tag. And David Frazier right now in the driver's seat looking to gain momentum. Oh, almost trip up there. Almost got his foot stuck underneath the apron. It might be looking at Diggs. Rolls out of it. Does need to close on again. Speed advantage David Frazier. Moonsault. Oh, look at this counter. The reverse DDT by Frazier.
Little bit messy there.
Shooting star and the cover of the front leg and a near fall.
Little bit messy there, but still effective and got the job done.
Yeah, and again,
look at that shooting star again.
Boom. Constant forward offense by Nathan Frazier. Incredible reverse momentum here by the challengers. Looking for the Phoenix Splash. Baron Corbin gets out of the way, though. Oh, just decks Axiom. Uh-oh. Deep 6. God.
I love that move.
Seriously, why is that not a finisher?
Same reason the Blue Thunder Bomb never wins matches.
How dare you? Pop
up power bomb.
Uh-oh. Rose him up, and oh, Lord. Oh, my God.
I think Braun was going for that spear, but he walked right into a foot by Axiom.
Yeah, my gosh. You couldn't blink and see a more furious impact than that boot to face. Take a look at this. Oh, my Lord. Beautiful stuff by Axiom and Nathan Frazier so far here, as the action truly has picked up. NXT chants ringing out loud and proud, JJ.
Damn right.
And Axiom right now in the driver's seat, the legal competitor, Braun Breaker, though, meeting him. And again, to your point, Braun Breaker, second generation WWE superstar, son, of course, of the Steiners. Exhibits both Scott. Oh, my God. And Rick Steiner with his repertoire. With that rising knee strike, tag to Baron Corbin.
I always said Braun looks like Rick, but wrestles like Scott.
And apparently,
look at that agility, Frankensteiner.
I don't think he hit Corbin, though. The cover deep look at the leg. It was almost like he was looking for a Frankensteiner to a power bomb, but I think he hit Corbin by mistake.
Frazier at the last possible minute with the save.
Golly. Again, tag team cohesion, non-verbal communication. You can see them trying to go for something there. Didn't quite get all of it, to your point. I think that's the only reason that Frazier and Axiom survived.
This is awesome chants coming from the crowd. This is awesome. And this is only the first match of the main card.
And the first match of WrestleMania weekend, if we're being truly perfectly honest, this hashtag Stand Deliver is trending on the Twitch. Rebound German by Axiom, the Braun Breaker. Baron Corbin, though, hooking up Axiom. Oh my!
Uranagi into the turnbuckle pads.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much effective that was, though, with the rebound there. Insegure caught Baron on the shoulder up the fireman's carry. Gutbuster!
Gutbuster.
And Braun Breaker, once again, firmly in the driver's seat. The guy that stood delivered in your brand since the Rainbow Bright era.
Yep. I mean, you want to talk about who has been the face of this NXT? It's this man right here, Braun Breaker.
Tag.
Defeating Tommaso Ciampa for his first run as champion, losing it to Dolph Ziggler, then regaining it the night after WrestleMania.
God!
Spanish fly off the top.
And
Then having a year run before losing it to Mello.
450 splash connects, Fraser cover, 2 new champ.
No! Oh my God, I thought that was it, Noah.
Oh. Nope. Wow.
Look at this again.
Yeah, watch the replay, JJ.
Perfect.
Perfect 450 splash. Again, back-to-back offense by Nathan Fraser and Axiom. Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin still the chance for the time being. Oh, now, I don't know about you. It almost looked like a low blow right there. Baron Corbin right now coming to the aid of Braun Breaker. Back elbow strikes by Fraser. Fraser still at the top rope. And Axiom just got planted, I think, by freaking... I'm not sure what that was. Was that maybe End of Days? Braun Breaker,
Might
though.
have been.
God!
Jesus.
What
the hell was that?
Was that a freaking avalanche cutter?
Something like that. Now Corbin going to the top rope.
Corbin doesn't go to the top rope. What are you doing, man? And stand deliver, right? Go for broke. It's WrestleMania weekend, damn it.
Big
Corbin
splash.
with the splash to Frazier. Cover 2. No.
Man, I would have popped hardcore if he had gone for a shooting star like Brock did at 19.
If Corbin would have won off that, I would have truly seen everything NXT had to bring me. What the hell? Incredible first match here. JMN's right now in control, but gotta be a little bit frustrated at this point. And Braun Breaker puts the straps down. Uh-oh. 3-point stance. Incoming. Whoa!
Oh.
Talk about saving your partner at the last moment. Your life flashing before your eyes. Actually saving Frazier as Braun Breaker goes to the steel ring steps. Uh-oh. The double Google. Whoa, my! Wait a minute.
We can't destroy the announce table this early. It's only the first match.
I mean, they know how to rebuild it. It's only just brought to you by IKEA. But you saw the way that Axiom and Frazier were able to roll through Matrix style and attack Baron Corbin. Double team now on Baron Corbin. There's a super kick by Frazier. Tad to Axiom. Quick tag to Frazier. Springing right now are both men.
Oof.
Super kick takes Corbin down by Axiom. And David Frazier, the Phoenix may rise. Phoenix splash connects. Here's the cover. 2. No!
Braun in at 2 7/8 to make the save there.
It doesn't get closer to 3 than that without the bell ringing.
Pretty much.
Good
I think we all expected the North American title to kick this show off because that's been the trend. But holy shit, has this been the right match to do it with?
And no kidding. Up and around Baron Corbin.
Oh,
and a Jason Axiom! And a counter. Spear! God, and David Frazier. And Baron Corbin with the cover. Referee in position now. 1, 2, 3. Bulldogs retain!
Wow. I think everybody expected for new champs because of Braun's involvement on the SmackDown roster. Holy shit, was that a swerve? Is Vince Russo booking this?
I don't know, but what a match by both champions and challenger. The Wolf Dogs pulling out even more tonight and coming out in the end. Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker still your NXT Tag Team Champions.
Wow.
And they left it all out there in the middle of the ring. One thing's for sure, all 4 of those men stand and deliver. Take a look at the replays there down the stretch. That front kick to Baron Corbin setting up for the Phoenix Splash fully connects. Shades of Seth freaking Rollins himself, and we're going to burn it down, but only got a 2 count. And then the counter to the DDT, end of days to Axiom, setting up Frazier for the spear. Baron Corbin literally falls and rolls into the cover, and Baron and Braun retain.
Holy shit.
Accurate.
Wow. Okay.
Woof.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring in the man, the myth, the legend, the man whose name is on the marquee, as he would like to issue a statement to the public. Jeff, good sir, the floor is yours.
Soul shot, please, Jay.
Sure.
One of the things that they teach us in even though we're not actively ourselves, but if we have family attached to it, one of the things they teach us in drug and alcohol rehab is that we are affected by it, even though we're not active in it ourselves. And part of the program, whatever program you're in, is honesty, and honesty with yourself. I've been honest with myself about how little sleep I've been getting during all of this. I was overslept. If I'm being honest, I used a melatonin to help get me to sleep last night after the wonderful Hall of Fame ceremony and Ring of Honor card that we had yesterday. So to everybody watching, to everybody that's in the room, carrying my ass through this because they had to, because I wasn't here this morning. I sincerely apologize for my unintentional unprofessionalism. 4 missed calls, 2 missed calls on Messenger, and several missed messages. And I apologize, especially after the scare we had with another one of our team who there was a hoax perpetrated by somebody in his circle that led us to believe he had passed away on the Stat Boy Sports Bar side of things. So I sincerely apologize to anybody that I may have scared or upset with my unintentional absence this morning. I look pale because the filter is not because I'm sick as a dog, because my highly expensive, highly technological filter is not on the light right now. There we go. Thank you to JJ for getting the stream together on the platforms it is on today. It's not going to be on everybody's because I screwed up. But thank you to JJ for pulling people together. Noah, of course, the professional that you are. Thank you for that. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. I'm gonna get the Peacock loaded and watch the show myself now that I can. And again, I sincerely apologize to anybody that I screwed up this morning.
I appreciate the apology. You're absolutely forgiven. You know we worry about you, brother.
I know I was so exhausted yesterday, and I thought I couldn't wind down.
Yeah.
So I popped melatonin with the rest of my meds, and
I get it. Sometimes you just can't get there.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. We're live.
Yeah.
We're on my channel. We're on your channel. We're on Noah's channel.
That's where we need to be, I guess.
Anybody else in the multiverse that wants this coverage can always download it and upload it later.
It's fair.
And it is what it is.
Okay. But I
apologize to you that if any of the presentation up to this point hasn't been up to your normal par, but I had to ad lib with what I had.
No,
it just kind of, like I said, it kind of is, and it is what it is situation.
Right. So. I obviously have not tuned in the last hour and 20 minutes, so I came in rain.
Well, that's pretty much all you missed. That and the Shawn Spears Joe Gacy match, which Joe Gacy pulled out a surprising victory in.
Good God,
that's all you've missed.
I love Shawn Spears, but Joe Gacy needed that, like people need air, basically. So, because Joe Gacy without life support if he didn't get through this match with a victory. So, but thank you, both of you. The amount of payback I owe the two of you will probably never be measured in real time or legitimate currency. So thank you.
Well, don't worry about it. Load up the Peacock on your end of things. much like we do when you are a producer, you're more than welcome to hang out in the green room and we can bring you in between matches and still be part of it like you would be if you were producing.
Yeah. No.
But it just comes back to, like I've told you for the better part of these last couple years, delegate, and you've got a team that's got your back.
I know.
If I hadn't
appreciate
logged
it.
out of your account last night,
Yeah,
I'd have everything.
I know.
But it kind of is what it is,
There you go.
And here's Trick and Mello we saw earlier today arriving at the arena. Backstage with the Metaphor wearing Dallas Cowboys jerseys. I think Jeff is now going to disown the Dallas Cowboys after this.
Right. Because I'm not going to endorse the meta, folks. That's not happening. You guys are killing me, Noam. You can't really get, especially where they are. Like, God, I get why they're wearing the Cowboy stuff because of the where they are. But God damn, oh yuck, gross.
Oh Jesus! Okay, what is Oromensa doing here? We're standing outside the locker room. Gonna try and get a word here.
Oh my God!
I hope Obafemi breaks them in half.
I do too. God, even in Cowboy stuff.
Hey, I'm not play-by-play right now. I'm bystander. I'm not play-by-play.
And there's Obafemi, a man on a mission, just busting through the locker room door. We compared him to a runaway freight train earlier.
That was
Jeff.
awesome.
Would you say that that's a good analogy?
I would say that's a good. I would say it's a good analogy.
Why is Knuckles there at ringside? What the actual shit?
I'm gonna leave that alone because I'm gonna really have a rant in a moment. If you want to see me rant, super chat, as simple as that. Because I'm trying my best again. I made a promise to JJ, Jeff, and to you in the Multiverse of Media, but I'm pretty close to a boiling point.
Okay. All right. So
I would say Natalie would love that though because she likes Knuckles. That's like her favorite Sonic character. So I will allow it for that reason and that reason alone, but what the actual fuck?
All right, well, since you made the promise, I didn't. Who the hell dressed Vic this morning? That suit looks like one of those things you buy off the, like, in the Target section, the t-shirts, where it's like the suit's like painted on. He looks ridiculous. And he's like high-fiving Knuckles down there. Like, what the shit's going on? What the hell did I turn on this morning?
Okay, this match is presented by Knuckles. Did you just see the tag there for Dijak?
I did.
Okay.
Product placement.
Shameless marketing.
Hey.
The WWE machine. Okay.
Yep. I will
allow it. I think there's a match on the actual WrestleMania card that's presented by Knuckles now that I think about it.
I
hope to God we don't see that again.
Bet you we do.
And if we do, can we get Randy Orton to just RKO Knuckles?
I am here for that.
Punt him.
I'm here for that.
Dr. Eggman would do a better job, but Dr. Eggman's lost how many times now as a gamer, but that's a whole different conversation. We get back to wrestling because I think that's why I'm here. As we get ready.
That is why we're here. Dijak is in the ring, and here comes Josh Briggs, a man on a mission to create his own identity as a solo wrestler, as we discussed on the pre-show, Noah.
And of course, Dijak and Josh Briggs' history not only goes back for NXT, they have history going all the way back to Independence on 2017. Of course, the last time we saw Dijak and Josh Briggs in the ring together, it came out to absolute chaos, and Obafemi decided, I would defend this title against you both. And ever since these two have been involved in NXT, forging their own identity, Josh Briggs and Dad have been trying to one-up each other at this point. And honestly, right now, if that agenda comes before the NXT North American Championship, Obafemi could very well retain.
I definitely want to stay in the room here and watch Noah's reaction to Obafemi's entrance. Tell me if it seems familiar to you, Noah, after what I said on my show Thursday.
No cape rear, that's a bad cape rear.
Hey, you know what? Rose was a Philadelphia Philly. So why not? Just waiting to see what Noah says here about this.
Oh, that's an entrance.
Yeah. I think it looks a little better here at the Wells Fargo than it usually does for me inside the Performance Center. But imagine a different company logo on that belt and a system behind him and tell me it's not Moose.
Yeah, literally. He's got the same movements as Moose does to his theme, as he literally is just moving along to his theme.
Moose, dun 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 dun. Moose. I'm watching him and I going, like, this guy's too good to be a copycat, man.
Now I want Moose versus Obafemi. Can I get that on Worlds Collide, please?
Dude. I was thinking the same thing. It's like, for real, just get me Moose and this guy and just do the freaking Spider-Man meme. Like, I'm here for it.
NXT North American Championship on the line here. Obafemi, of course, has been champion since January 9th. His first match, though, in his entire wrestling career was last year, November 2022. He is an NXT original.
Yes, K-Breaker. Exactly. And again, I am not just on Obafemi. I love Obafemi. I love the presentation. I love the fact that he's been this dominant monster, right?
Yeah.
But,
oh boy.
Dude, yeah, he's too good to have to be a copycat of Moose's entrance. It's like, especially if they're downplaying the importance of TNA and the wrestling, like, wrestling fans can't deny it if freaking WWE's developmental brand is copying it, basically, right?
I guess it's supposed to stand out on its own, but hey, if you're going to stand out, I guess you have to cosplay something, right? What's original anymore? What the hell?
Nice up and over there. Freaking Obafemi dominating both Briggs and Dijak.
Oh, that's right. We're doing a wrestling match here. Yeah, by a single leg.
Did you see the way Briggs landed, though?
Yeah.
That was nasty landing. Forward with these uppercuts right now.
Yeah, JJ.
Josh Briggs meeting in the middle to Obafemi.
Cece is sitting here. She watched Oba come out. She's like, I thought giants were extinct.
Right?
You would be wrong, but these short tackles right now are turning him all ways possible, and he's still refusing to leave his feet. This is crazy.
I love her little sidebar commentary because she's not usually out here for any of this, let alone for NXT. So just some of her insights are cracking me up.
You think that's an insight? Wait till we get to the main event. I got an insight for you for that one.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Lord.
Oh, super kick from Dijak.
And again, JJ, the story of this match for me is Dijak finally getting the opportunity. This is his first time being booked on WrestleMania weekend. Oh, God.
Jesus. Briggs' head just bounced off of Dijak's head.
And on the shoulders, Obafemi with Dijak, Josh Briggs underneath them. Military press.
The strength of Obafemi here.
I think this is Obafemi's best showcase to date. Bite me if you think otherwise.
Dude, I was going to say before the match how big a guy Dijak is because I had a friend of mine post with him during the WWE World stuff. But, man, Obafemi is making me go, never mind.
And about to say, the commentary might want to get the hell out of ringside.
Well, don't think there was anybody at the. Oh, no, they're over there behind the wall, safe and sound.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Oh,
chucking a chair at him. Jesus.
Well, it's no disqualification, JJ. It's a triple threat.
I know, but still, it's like those chairs are not your standard folding chairs. Those hurt a little bit more. Just ask Kofi Kingston.
Right. Can we stop the trend of throwing the office chairs at folks? Can we not do this?
The Fox leather actually has some impact, not cushion. And Dijak right now whirling away over Femi, giving him a seat.
That's right, Darren. That chair has a family, damn
it. Well, I mean, if it's leather, it was cowhide, so probably.
And 5 wheels. Dijak inside the ring once again. And Dijak, what the hell is Dijak doing? Always looking to go big. And Josh Briggs goozling Dijak. Oh, dear Lord. Josh Briggs with Dijak right now in his clutches. Good God!
Ooh. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Having flashbacks to driving down the 15 freeway here.
Right?
That kind of car crash.
Damnedest Bill I've ever seen. Dijak sent flying from the top rope to the floor for Obafemi.
Did the snow persist last night? Did you guys get the roads clear, Jay?
Oh, it looks like it's all clear, dude. It doesn't look like it was that bad.
And Josh Briggs, for being an understudy and probably the guy you write off here, is out to prove a point here as he's isolating Obafemi in the ring right now as he goes to the second rope. Oh, God, gets swatted out of midair.
No. I have a feeling, boys, that, Briggs is trying to not end up like Blake and Murphy did after Alexa bounced on him all those years ago.
That's accurate.
That's fair, but that should be Jensen's concern more than Briggs's concern.
Very true. Very
Briggs
true.
has been pretty prominently featured ever since JBL handpicked him for the breakout tournament.
It's true.
Jensen has been forgotten about. Need Eminem to come and do a chorus talking about don't forget about Jensen.
Right.
And Briggs and Dijak hoisting up a planet with a double choke slam. Double cover here. Dijak on top, and Obafemi kicks out.
Who would have gotten the W in that instance?
Right?
Both men were pinning. Would they have ended up having to turn this into elimination? Look again at this choke slam.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we've never seen that situation before actually carry out, but I would think that Dijak, since he went for the cover last, would probably be the one you would think that would actually get the win if they don't go with that stipulation you mentioned.
Well, it is Philadelphia. Why not an ECW three-way dance?
There might as well be a freaking street fight here with these extremists. Oh, God!
Double choke slam from Femi now.
Pop up double choke slam, might I add, with them running in, JJ. As Obafemi once again regains control here. Again, Obafemi, 25 years of age, literally born out of NXT. Not even half a year of experience yet. And what the hell is Dijak looking for here as Obafemi and Josh Briggs, are on the apron right now, just swearing off. Josh Briggs, 31 years of age, 8 years of experience. And Josh Briggs hooking up Obafemi and block! Jeez. Obafemi planted on the apron. Dijak springboard. Oh, good Lord! It runs
right into a big boot.
Briggs let that cover and near fall.
And those WWE
Come on,
aprons is
Briggs.
no joke.
God.
Come on, Briggs.
Take a look at this, JJ.
Boom.
Boot to face.
Oh, man.
That's what I call eat defeat.
Right.
Josh Briggs right now looking to capitalize, very, very close to claiming his first singles championship, NXT North American Championship. Obafemi, the 22nd NXT North American Champion now. 88 days in his current run with victories over Dragon Lee, Lexis King, and Brooks Jensen. To your point earlier about who maybe is more relevant.
I was going to say, JJ, if you're going to call eat defeat, should we have Gail Kim's husband make a Philly cheesesteak sandwich out of that?
And Femi gets robbed with that press kick, and Dijak squaring up now with Josh Briggs in the corner. Josh Briggs on the top rope, Dijak on the inside on the second. And Dijak, who's been on this journey to claim this championship since 2018, finds himself as his 8th attempt to claim it. First time ever on WrestleMania weekend. And Dijak and Briggs right now.
I think Briggs' WrestleMania weekend debut as well. I don't think he was featured last year on Stand and Deliver.
I don't think he was.
Yeah, you would be right. And that clothesline turned him inside out, upside down, covered by Briggs.
Knee hook. Oh.
That's
Dijak with those long legs was able to get a foot on the rope.
That clothesline, though, from the highest of elevations, though.
Shades of JBL, that clothesline from hell. Again, it was JBL that kind of threw Briggs onto this path that he's on.
Yeah. And again, though, the reach of Dijak, 6'7", by the way, folks. The reach of Dijak we saw on the tail of the tape earlier. The only saving grace. NXT Stand and Deliver, learning loud and proud here as the NXT North American Championship Triple Threat is going on. Brought to you by Knuckles. Josh Briggs, Dijak, Obafemi, Triple Threat action. Obafemi the champion. And Briggs right now just teeing off against Oba, trying to rearrange his job, but Oba's still fighting back. And Dijak, knife edge chop. Again, one of these big men has to go down for longer than 3 seconds eventually, right?
Eventually.
Good grief.
But all three of these men are giants in nature. 2 of them are 6'6", one is 6'7". How long does it take to chop down a tree that size?
The jury's out. Super kick by Janet to Josh Briggs. Discus boot denied. Boot to the face. Super kick to Obafemi. Josh Briggs with a big boot to Dijak now. All three of these men cause and effect action. Obafemi clothesline over the top rope to the outside. Dijak Cyclone boot connects. Here's a counter by Dijak to win the North American Championship. Almost had it. Good God. Just listening to the physical toll being executed by all three of these men with these shots. You could hear the sweats being perspirated off their chests.
Jeez.
Look who's standing in the ring right now. The two challengers, Josh Briggs and Dijak, clubbing shot to the back of the head of Dijak. And again, this is the best moment right now for either of these men to win the title. Champion's not involved in the decision. Uh-oh.
See, this is an instance where I feel like somebody like you would be great on the NXT commentary table because you know about their past history. And ever since you educated me on that, it makes so much sense why these two are really kind of going toe-to-toe for a good chunk of this match. They keep working together to get rid of Femi, and then they turn their attention to each other. Dijak has been main roster bound. Briggs not yet. You know, Dijak. Oh, what? Jesus Christ, that destroyer.
What the hell? Dijak with a destroyer to Josh Briggs, and Dijak with the cover. Hook the far leg. No.
Dijak is trusting Briggs to hit some big type moves on him and really help establish him because of their history, because he knows what he can do. He's really doing his best to try to get Briggs over here. And I don't know how many people freaking realize that. That is fucking great of Dijak right now.
But yes, sir. Dijak's always led by example. Might I add, he's the oldest individual in this match with the most experience, 36 years of age, 11 years in the game. And he's been going at this, like I said, in NXT alone since 2018. Who could forget his rivalry with Keith Lee, also for the NXT North American Championship. And right now,
set up on the shoulders.
Dijak, though, what is Dijak thinking? I'm looking
over here. Emmanuel, I do. Those were good times.
Yeah, look over
before
here.
The dark side, before the Empire.
And look over here in the corner right now. It's Dijak pushes Josh Briggs up and Obafemi right now. Obafemi, what the holy hell are you thinking? Electric chair position. Are you kidding me? With Dijak and Josh Briggs on his shoulders.
Oh my God.
What the holy fuck? Obafemi with the cover, and Dijak sees the matchup.
Obafemi can't believe it. He's about to cry. He thought he had it right there.
Dude. That is the greatest.
Look at this again.
I've ever
Holy
seen
hell.
In my life. The craziest Death Valley driver I've ever seen from an electric chair position on Dijak's shoulders while on top of Obafemi.
The strength there, that was almost 500 pounds, maybe even closer to 600 pounds on Femi's shoulders there.
Yeah.
Pop up to Dijak, looking for a pop-up power bomb, possibly. Is it the release one or a sit-out? Oh, Dijak able to skip out of the back door, and Dijak once again, boot to the face of Lobo. We're once again down to two men. Josh Briggs nowhere to be found. If Godzilla and King Kong is a battle of anomalies, I would love to know what rivals those two. Dijak off the ropes again, looking for that Cyclone boot, connects.
Jesus.
Rocks Obafemi, turns him sideways. Obafemi's got to be out on his feet.
But he's still not off his feet, Noah.
But
that's
Dijak,
the thing.
Though, might be looking to make Obafemi feast his eyes. Feast your eyes, connects. And Dijak with the cover. 1, 2, and Josh breaks the moonsault. Dijak out of the way.
Saw it coming.
Scouting.
Jesus.
Briggs might be out, though. Again, this is Dijak's greatest moment here. We might be one more feast your eyes away from a new champion. Up on the shoulders again. And Dijak hooking up Obafemi. Feast your eyes, connects. The cover. 1, 2, drop.
Oh.
What the hell?
Who the hell? Oh, Briggs.
There's no disqualification. And Josh Briggs literally just cost Dijak the championship. He dragged the referee out of the ring.
The crowd is losing their minds over it, too. They're like, why?
I'm losing my fucking mind. He just cost Dijak his WrestleMania weekend moment.
Oh.
Crowd chanting bullshit now. This may be what they use to really turn Briggs heel.
Wow!
Up and over.
It's like, y'all do not piss this Philly crowd off. They will turn on you in a minute.
And Dijak has to stay focused. Dijak knows how close he is to finally claiming that moment, to finally claiming the NXT North American Championship. He sends Obafemi jaw first into the ring post here. This is incredible.
Yes.
Dijak scouting Obafemi, but he's scouting on the outside. Is this a mistake, though? Obafemi sidewinder. God grief!
A lot going on
T-bone
there.
collision by Josh Briggs to Obafemi, driving it through the barricade. And Dijak Fisher. Wait a minute. Oh, man, I didn't think he got all of it, got enough of it. Josh Briggs dropped on the outside. And again, who does Dijak go for here? Go for Oba or go for Briggs? Who's the worst for wear? Thank God.
Right now, it doesn't matter who's the worst for wear. Briggs is the one in the ring. Got to get the pinfall in the ring to get the belt.
And once again, also, it's a one-on-one. This could be it. Feast your eyes one more time. Dijak with Josh Briggs.
Connects.
Another feast your eyes. And Josh Briggs is down. And the cover by Dijak. What? What in the hell is Obafemi made of?
Vibranium.
If you know, you know, kids.
Cover to Obafemi and say, God damn it.
That was
Hell
amazing.
of a match.
Right.
Hell of a match.
This is WWE's
Wow.
just the second match of WWE's weekend, and we're already going, man, dude, I told you guys last night, NXT is going to be going, follow that main
Follow
roster, and sure as shit.
What
Yeah.
a match. My heart hurts for Dijak, but damn if Obafemi didn't earn that. Again,
Agreed.
your eyes, you see it here, referee in position, and Josh Briggs cost Dijak. And then on the outside, T-bone collision. He sidewined Dijak, but ended up getting ran by Josh Briggs for the barricade. As we're down to these two, Feast Your Eyes connects in the ring. Josh Briggs down and out. Dijak could add it here, but somehow Obafemi came back from the dead. The haunting horror in front of Dijak. Feast Your Eyes on that. Pop up on the shoulders, power bomb on top of Briggs, and Obafemi is still NXT North American champion. Damn.
Wow. I'll tell you what.
I'm 0-3, Emmanuel. So,
Oh, jeez.
like, this
What's
is
the
my
deal?
NXT, and I'm 0-3.
Yeah.
Who the hell can stop Obafemi at this point?
A shotgun.
Obafemi himself. Like Paul said yesterday.
That was
Hulkbuster.
that was one of the damnedest triple threat big man bouts I have seen.
I love the fact that Jeff actually get these jokes and is laughing about it, because there was a while where he hadn't seen any of the MCU movies, so he wouldn't have gotten any of this shit. But now he's actually laughing because he gets the jokes.
I was a good company employee for a little while.
Noah, is this still not your NXT? Real Wyatt wants to know.
That's right. Inquiry minds want to know from beyond.
That match was my NXT.
We'll take it. We'll take it for now.
Good God.
Yeah. Okay. These legacy championships for baseball. Why would you spend that much money on a belt with the Astros logo when you're just going to use it as toilet paper? That's an expensive piece of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it. Those of you watching in Houston, screw your Astros.
Yeah.
Bunch of cheaters.
Oh my God.
He's getting his own Superstar showcase, or is this a commercial for something else?
I have no idea.
Either way, I'm here for it.
Yeah. It's a commercial.
Yes.
Good grief. All right. Well, I'm going to.
I know what your comment was for, Mansfield. I pay attention. Man, though, we're only 2 matches into the main card here, and it's already been a hell of a show. Like, if this was the olden days and we were dropping $50 a pay-per-view, I already would have felt like I got my money's worth. The whole rest of the show could suck balls. These 2 matches were worth the $50.
Accurate.
Oh, yeah. And again, I love that about the NXT roster. As much as they're showcased on television, as much as they get their time, they still feel like they have to go out there and tell the main roster what's up. Because they're not there yet. But yeah, like I said, when he won the title, when he won the breakout tournament, Obafemi is a bad motherfucker.
Yep.
I'm here for every bit of it. That guy, dude. No, Noah will be responsible, unlike Uncle Jeff, and get some rest in between stuff. He'll be good to go, John.
You got to remember, Noah's going to have at least a 2-hour, if not a 3-hour break between this and Mania.
Yes.
I know our coverage begins at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 Eastern, but Noah doesn't usually come in right at the start of the pre-shows.
Right.
He usually comes in a little bit late, fashionably late for the simple man with the spectacular voice.
Well, I mean, I don't need.
So he's going to get a good 2 to 3 hours break in between. Enough time to get some food in his belly, maybe pop a couple of cough drops to relax his throat.
Yes.
He'll be fine.
I'll probably come in like 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let Dwayne and Natalie and the rest of the great pre-show panelists versus what you see on TV talking, give you all the hype, all their thoughts, and all their takes on the night one of WrestleMania. All I gotta do is be there for the play-by-play. I'm perfectly fine.
Cape Rare, you are not the only one, brother, man. WrestleMania 11 was one of those. Everybody needs their money back for that shit, dude. Vince should have a parade of people in Connecticut going, my bad.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
They're showing this hype video, of course, for AJ Styles and LA Knight.
Yeah.
CC's sitting here to the side, as I've pointed out a couple times. She just said, I hope AJ Styles beats him so bad he forgets the word yeah.
Yeah. Hey, CC. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's our boy. That's our boy Sean Ricker, though.
Yeah.
Understood, but you have to understand how annoyed she gets hearing yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think about what we talked about last night about was it last night or was it during Paul's speech when there were pauses in between, we were like, God, good thing it isn't 01. We'd be wadded to death.
Yep.
So it's very much the same phenomenon. Not near as bad as Austin's got. Let me be clear on that, but pretty close. No, not a bad CC. He don't say that out loud, Josh. Bad Josh for saying that.
There we go. Chase U getting warmed up. Got Riley Osborne, the MVP, Duke Hudson, Andre Chase standing by as Fallon Henley, Kaylani Jordan, and Thea Hale get ready for action.
Jay, Thea Hale babyface back, but Thea Hale babyface wardrobe has not come back, and I'm okay with that.
Someone get this girl some decaf.
No.
Injection of caffeine into her veins. Are you kidding me? Fire this girl up.
Energy is what is the appeal to her.
Yes.
Well, we'll see if it's actually good business, as here comes Izzy Dame and Kiana James as we get ready for 6 women. Good luck, women. 6 women tag team action.
Yeah, these poor girls have to come out and follow these 2 amazing matches. These 6 can pull it off. Let me be clear. But having to follow those 2 openers.
And there you see.
I do gotta say this match is going to be a good cool down after the action we just saw. It's still going to be intense. It's still going to be good action. There's still a great story here to tell with Thea and JC particularly.
Yes.
But this is going to be a good way to kind of calm down, get the crowd their energy back going forward here.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, there's not as much on the line here as there is in Lyra Roxy, as there is in Ilya and D'Angelo, and as there definitely is in the Trick Mello game.
JJ, a couple of questions before I bow out for this one. That way you guys can have your moment. What happened to Jasmine? Would that happen on TV or did that happen in a live event?
It was. I'm pretty sure it's just an angle.
Okay.
Injured her.
Oh, got it. And notice JC's in the Chase U colors. That's not by accident.
Mind games galore.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say it's the mental, it's the mind games here.
Yep.
Jesse Dane, of course, who comes in here offering the most experience for this team, 7 years in the game, 27 years of age. Izzy Dame, fresh, originally grown out of NXT, less than 1 year experience coming out of the breakout tourney, 24 years of age. And here comes Tessa Price, aka Fallon Henry, looking to go hardcore country in her own way against these three alongside Kalani Jordan via Hale.
Yep. Kehlani Jordan, a young woman who has superstar written all over her.
Also,
The only thing that'll hinder her development any further is injuries and bad attitude.
and Kalani
As long
also,
as she stays positive and stays healthy, the sky is the limit for Kehlani Jordan.
Kalani Jordan also, JJ, originally NXT created, less than 1 year of pro wrestling experience. Her only matches have only been in NXT. And Kalani Jordan also has a victory over Izzy Dame.
Come on, Noah. Represent.
Oh.
Come on, Noah.
He's not gonna.
I am focusing on the play-by-play. It is not about what she represents. It's about what this match represents. And Bia Hill right now is out for one thing, and that is vengeance. As she once again wants to remind exactly who she is to Jesse Jane, that she just got booted in the back of the head by.
JJ, your girl got a pop and a half in Philadelphia, dude. Whoa. Throwing it out there.
And all the rivalries have spread out. You've got Kiana going against Fallon. You've got Izzy and Kehlani, and you've got JC and Thea all already dispersed on the ringside area.
I love it. I love it.
The youngest competitor in this match, 20 years of age, 2 years in the game, originally grown out of NXT.
Peace.
I believe all of these women have grown out of NXT, with the exception maybe of being Fallon Henley.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not sure about JC if she has too much before her NXT signing, but the other four I know are NXT developed.
Yeah, Jessie Jane has a lot going for her. Prior to NXT, coming out of Australia, being trained by one Robbie Eagles. Oh, man. There's a stomp right there. And of course, last year at Stand Deliver, it was Kiana James and Fallon Henry that came in as the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions for losing them to Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Yes. Everybody's favorite witchy duo who have done nothing on the main roster.
Are you trying to get me to rant?
No, I'm just making a valid point.
Fair enough. Yeah,
a big crossbody.
I mean, Isla did distract Nick Aldis quite well on SmackDown the other night. That's a whole other discussion.
Yeah.
Well, slap by Fallon Henry, Johnny Jordan up the top with the corkscrew plunge out of Izzy Dame.
The athleticism there from Kehlani Jordan. It's one of the many reasons why I say she's a superstar on the rise. Thea Hill on the other side.
Springboard off the bottom. Oh, my!
Oh, she accidentally takes out Riley Osborne.
Oh!
Yep. How accidental was it, though? We will find out as the show develops. There's
still
so much here that could be gone through, that can develop with this storyline. I know Arlene is waiting for that heel turn.
Thea Hill and Jessie Jane right now, the two legal women, as we try to establish some sort of control versus collateral damage. Put in the boots towards Thea Hill in the corner. And of course, Jessie Jane was taking Thea Hill underneath her wing, trying to turn her toxic, after Thea Hill lost her way a little bit and questioned Chase U's integrity after losing out on the NXT Women's Championship when Andre threw in the towel. Oof. Right now, Thea Hill, right now in a world of trouble, trying to fight back. Takes a boot to Izzy Dane, knocks Kiana off the apron, looks for a cheap shot against JC, goes underneath, looking for the tag. And Izzy, though, great counter, though, catching her. Looking for maybe a suplex. Thea Hill, though, great center gravity.
Over.
Ooh.
Roll through.
Nice. Nicely done there, right there.
Kehlani coming in, ball of fire here.
Again, that gymnastic background coming into play. Amateur gymnast, of course, coming out of the new program, might I add.
Step over in Seguri. Great kip up there. Follow it up.
Kehlani Jordan right now turning the match into her side's favor and showing what she brings to the table. Of course, Kiana James and Izzy Dane, they think that Kehlani Jordan is not worth all that.
Man.
Downward spiral from Kehlani Jordan.
Yeah, flatliner of sorts right there. And Kiana trying to come into play, but Izzy Dane from behind.
Oh, man.
Hard landing to the center. Tag now to Izzy Dame, the most inexperienced, actually, honestly, of these six women.
Yes.
German face first right now. Kehlani Jordan, who got the better of Izzy during the breakout tourney.
You know, Jay, you mentioned that Kaylani's the one with the superstar written all over for the future. Let's not sell this short. She is dressed full on in the Eagles colors. Like they are getting her out there and like, hey, this is the one we want to showcase. Hey.
That's subliminal marketing. Oh my.
There are a few easier ways to get somebody over in Philadelphia than to kiss the Eagles' ass.
It looks like the chat room agrees here as well. Kaylani's a star in the making. Kaylani is impressing me. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like facially she bears a slight resemblance to R&B singer Maya.
No, I'll agree with that.
Catapult, there's the chat.
Okay, CC agrees with me, so I know I'm on the right track.
There you go.
She's right now thrusting her shoulder in the corner against, of course, Kalani Jordan. Now showing off some of her own agility and gymnastics. Oh my! What a shoulder thrust!
Freaking agility and gymnastics, and then she just spears the shit out of somebody. Because why not?
By Jessie Jane right now. Everybody teaming up against Kalani. Here's the cover. Look at the far leg and a near fall. Of course, Jessie Jane's been trying to find her own way ever since Toxic Attraction imploded. And Gigi,
you know what? She's been in one of the best, for lack of a better term, B stories on this program, man. With Thea and Chase U, I think she's found her way out of the Toxic Attraction stigma, being stifled by it.
I don't know, because it almost kind of feels like she's creating her own new version of Toxic Attraction.
That's what I'm saying.
2.0
right now by Kiana James, by Kalani Jordan.
I think she wanted Thea to be that first recruit, but Thea just doesn't have it in her.
Irish whip off the ropes, and Kalani Jordan with the schoolgirl, the cover on Kalana, and a kick out too.
Yeah, Jay, I know you're not a fan of most musicals, but I compare it to Grease. You had Rizzo, and you had Frenchie, and you had Marty and Jan. But Thea's too sandy. She's too pure to be pink.
And Izzy Dan with the cover, hook of the far leg and a near fall.
Kalani is desperate for a tag at this point. She's struggling.
Guys, I would say that Jessie Jane is literally leading this team.
Well, yeah. Yep.
Kalani, wait, man. What the
nice block.
Here? Oh, crossbody caught though by Izzy Dame. Good show of strength here. And look at the hoist her up. Hey,
nice backbreaker.
That looked like it was going to be a botch. That was a nice save by Kaylani, looking like she was blocking. That was very nicely covered. If you didn't notice it, that was good.
The inexperience.
Hot tag to Fallon.
And now we got the most experience.
Here we go.
Found Henry looking to go off against a former tag team partner. For those that remember that day and age.
Oh yeah.
Out of the corner, Cazadora, Bulldog drop combo.
That was slick. That was nicely done.
Yeah, the vice area represent Tessa Price, formerly known. Oh, jeez.
So underrated.
Oh my God, yes.
That I agree with. Sidewinder, Izzy Dane, miscommunication there to Kiana James and taking down Jessie Jane. And found Henry has turned completely in her team's favor. Good kick
honestly, if Roxy gets the belt tonight, I would love to see Fallon be her first contender.
Yes.
She deserves a major push to that title.
I still say
win or lose.
Looking for the DDT, and instead got the suplex on Kiana James. Here's the cover by Fallon to win here and stand deliver, and JC saves the matchup.
Win or lose, she deserves a program like that to really kind of showcase and feature her.
And Fia Hill got her face rearranged with that boot.
No, she does, JJ. Fallon's been involved in this, and before that, she was working with Tiffany Stratton, as Tiffany was just about there for main roster, and Fallon got her there.
Yeah, she humbled her to the countryside from Beverly Hills. Oh, the thrust by Kiana James.
Working with Fallon put Tiffany over that marker where she was ready to freaking go.
But
Matthew with a great point. It's crazy that Kaylani, Tiffy, and Thea all only have 1 to 2 years in their career. Showing how this modern system works.
By Kiana and a cover on Fallon and a near fall. Take a look at this.
Another Spanish fly. Been seeing a lot of Spanish flies here today.
Somewhere Frankie's got a cigar in the back going, yep.
Oh, Flapjacks who found Henry by Izzy Dame. Kiana James falls in. with the 401k, and there's the knee to the face. High stack.
Nope.
Saves the match.
Thea and JC face to face. JC backing down a little bit because she knows.
Again, Thea Hill is too distracted by Jesse Jane to realize what's in the ring. Yeah, doesn't take advantage. DDT counter by Thea.
She spiked her.
Rolling somersault. But Izzy Dame behind her up the bottom, scouting. Caught by Izzy Dame. Izzy Dame sending Thea to the outside. Caught by Duke Hudson.
Nice.
Why he's the MVP of
That's
Chase
it.
baby.
And Keanu Jordan though out of the corner. Ooh, stunner, by God. Izzy Dame.
Damn.
And Kalani Jordan now to the top rope. What the hell is she thinking here? And Kalani Jordan
Moonsault.
right now looking to fly like an eagle with the
Beautiful.
moonsault.
And a kip up to boot. She is fired up.
Oh! What the hell?
Jasmine Ninks with a little back elbow there, but did she re-injure her other arm by
Right?
doing that?
I'd say was that back elbow? Was that attempted tail edge kick? Either way, found Henry, Jesse Jane, the two legal individuals, but Thea Hill just
Whoop.
Suck it.
By Thea, we're down to Thea and JC. There is no escape here.
As it should
And there's
be.
no one to tag.
Oh no.
He is
Right
like,
up
what you
to the
gonna
head.
do, bitch? Bring it.
Thea Hill's
Come
ready
on.
for it.
Come on, Thea.
This
This is
has
what
been-
you've been waiting for.
Yep.
This is what you've been waiting for, JJ.
This
Aaron
is what
Taylor!
everybody's
Oh,
waiting for. This is the rivalry.
That's it. They're throwing down, boys.
Oh, man. Big right by JC. All up by Thea right now. These two just squaring off here. Doing
These
damage
two are
right now.
Ooh.
Clearly
tagging
noticing
each other.
favorite.
Yay.
Oh
Oh
my gosh. Let the taste out of her mouth.
Yay.
God damn.
Crowd is into it.
Yes,
Ah,
they
that
are.
Drop
These
kick.
two women have 15,000 eating out of the palm of their hands.
In Philly. In
This
Philadelphia.
is meanwhile,
And this
the
is
Lucas
just
Brad,
the
Thea Hill with the
developmental
ground and
league,
pound is
gentlemen.
mounting, unleashing all that pent-up fear and frustration against JC.
This
Yeah,
has
I'm
been
right to
building
win the
for a
moment.
year,
We're
folks.
going to hook her up.
Oof.
Beautiful exploder.
Oh, nicely done there.
Thea is fired up.
She is. I love
When
it.
isn't she?
JC, cover. Whoa.
When isn't she? That's what people love about Thea. She always carries that energy.
And right now, Thea looking to take JC down. Might be looking for the submission, possibly the Kimura here. But look at
But she
JC able to
gets dumped
counter.
over.
Thea, though, able to find her footing on the apron and hyperextending that arm across the top rope. Oh, look at Kiana, though. Oh, face first goes
Damn
Thea.
it.
That was a hard landing as Kiana sends Thea back inside the ring. JC now with the tag to Izzy. Izzy Dame looking the freshest of everybody here. Look for the
That's the
kick, and
big
Thea
boot.
Hill able to scout it. Thea Hill up and around looking for, Is he too strong here? But wait a minute, Thea. She's got the Kimura in. She's got the Kimura in. Center of the ring.
Ooh.
Izzy Dame
She
down
got
on
it
the
in
mat.
deep.
Look,
Tap
there's
out.
the tap. There's the tap. Thea Hill wins it.
She didn't get the victory over JC, but she still gets the win here. Chase U represents standing tall.
Statement made by
pissed.
Thea Hill, and the match literally ended the exact way I expected. Thea
Yeah.
Hill found Henry and Kiana Jordan stand strong tonight at Stand and Deliver in victory. And I know you
Finally
gotta be
got
a
one
proud,
right.
proud-
Damn it.
Yeah, you gotta be a proud student of your university, JJ. Again, look at the way this Kimura was synced in. As soon as you got her down, it was over.
Dude.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Yeah.
Izzy Dame forced to tap out unless she suffers an injury like Jasmine Nix. Thea Hill stands triumphant tonight alongside true friends in and out Chase University. Kalani Jordan found Henry and Thea Hill with the victory. But this
Look at the
thing's
look
still
on
far
Fallon's
from
face,
over.
though.
gonna
Fallon's got a bit
say.
of a stern look on her face. I don't know here. Her face
Yeah.
is black, but that expression on Fallon's face made me think that Fallon may be having a heel turn here soon. As we
Yeah.
take a look at the trailer for Becoming Immortal, Bray Wyatt.
Definitely a little Easter egg there for later. Fallon's kind of off in the background while Kaylani and Thea were up all celebrating with Chase U. That was interesting. As is this documentary is just next level, man. This one and the one about Roman on A&E were just oh
Yeah.
I'm not one to watch. I'm not one to watch documentaries, but I've watched the Cody Rhodes one and I watched the Bray Wyatt one. So again, I understand what you're saying.
Dude, I encourage everybody to watch the Roman one. I know it's a little longer than the other ones usually are in A&E, but even the first whatever it was, like 7-8 minutes, JJ, where they had all the classic guys on there. That tells you everything you need to know about how they're going to present Roman Reigns this weekend. Like, he is the guy. If we've doubted it the last 4 years, that first segment of the A&E documentary about Roman, it tells us everything. It's like, he is the man. Yes.
Josh, these 6 ladies just went, oh, you want to say we're a cool-down match? Go take a stink face from Rikishi.
That, you know what? As much as we labeled it that, Josh is valid. These girls.
See, and I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't trying to downplay these 6 women, but just in comparison to what we got from the other 2 matches.
Yes, exactly.
This was a cool down.
Yeah.
It was still intense.
Yep.
It was still action-packed. It was still everything we expected from this rivalry.
Yes.
But it wasn't as intense as the other 2 matches.
And knows how to turn to an advantage. Quote Friedrich Nietzsche.
Oh, quote from
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche, yeah. What are we seeing here?
Hurt. Oh,
okay.
It's a hype package for Mommy versus the Man. Again, last year, arguably my match in WWE Women's Wrestling history. Rhea Ripley overcame the Queen, Charlotte Flair, with an avalanche riptide on a 3-year journey to retribution.
And I will say this. We talked about this match quite a bit yesterday. JJ and I did on the Dad's Not Always on Wrestling and the top women's centric championship matches of WrestleMania. Please go back and watch that in the archives, folks.
We also talked about it 2 days ago, Walter and I, when we talked about the top 10 matches that should have been the main event.
Yes.
As we felt that this should have main evented over the tag team title match.
And I still agree with that.
Yeah, I am understandably torn there.
I'm going to say this right now in case people want to watch and listen to me, hear me loud and clear. You still have time to change any prediction pick for WrestleMania, but come 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. I don't care if it's only Saturday. All WrestleMania predictions are final, period, no exceptions.
Yes. An hour and a half before we go live with our WrestleMania coverage is your deadline, kids. No, I'm sorry. You said 6:30 Eastern, so hour and a half into our coverage.
Yep, half an hour.
Yes, yeah.
Because WrestleMania, of course, starts tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Well, I meant our coverage that's going live at 5 p.m. Eastern. So
I know, but yeah, that's kick.
That was my poor math again. Buy the shirt on Greg Sherry and Jeff can't count. If it's still there, I don't think it's still there anymore.
I don't know. I don't even know. Who truly is better, the Man Becky Lynch or Mommy Rhea Ripley? We're finally going to answer that question tonight.
Well, we know when it comes to the Rollins family, the man wears the pants in the relationship. But at the end of the day, is Mommy always on top?
Hours away.
The question will be answered this afternoon as the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media provides its watch-along coverage for WrestleMania 40.
Yes, I will say this. I think the intensity they've built up here and the way they've told the backstory for both of them, I think this is WWE going, we're sorry we didn't give you Ronda versus Becky when you wanted it. Our bad. Here's this for you.
And we know Becky wears the pants in the Rollins family because Seth usually wears clothes from her side of the closet when he comes to the ring.
You know what, though? And I'll like, I am low-key, like, unnecessarily proud of both of them, man. Seth and Becky both are just... Oh, Ava, sorry.
Thank you, Ava. Ava touting that they've got the best women's division in all of professional wrestling, which I acknowledge they don't. TNA Knockouts is
what? Women's North
American champion. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, that is absolutely huge for this women's division. Congratulations to Ava Rain and everybody in NXT.
It is
you know
rare.
What?
You'll go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jeff. I stepped on you that time. Go ahead.
No. This is your NXT. Please go ahead.
I was just going to say, people have been saying for a while that they want WWE to come up with a mid-card women's championship. And if they're not going to do it on the main roster, then by God, NXT's the place to do it.
NXT's the only place in WWE. I trust them to do it right. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Fuck the main roster. NXT knows how to book women's wrestling in WWE. And speaking of which, here comes Roxanne Perez looking to fulfill a self-made promise. This dark, aggressive nature of the prodigy means that she will do absolutely everything tonight to make sure she leaves with a title she believes that she never lost. And on the opposite side, you see Lyra Valkyria making her way to the ring. It's Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez 2, and there will be nobody else involved via a breakout tourney contract for the NXT Women's Championship.
What I was going to say was, we often bitch on this channel and a lot of channels, but there's too many titles in WWE. I'm here for that one being created, number one. Number two, as far as this match goes, as a sports fan, I can relate to this a little more, but both those women showing through the hallways there, the Philadelphia Flyers walking through those hallways and the history behind that team and the NHL and the Broad Street Bullies and, Paul Heyman admitting that, ECW kind of was born, the attitude was born kind of out of the Broad Street Bullies mentality, which, we talked to our buddy Carlin about the Broad Street Bullies, JJ.
Yeah.
And the Sixers walking through those hallways, getting ready to go out to battle on the court, man. These talents here today are in a building that, while it's not the Spectrum, while it's not, whatever you want to say, that building has some history behind it in sports and in sports entertainment. A lot of pressure on these kids today.
Oh yeah.
You figure, I think that building is the old First Union Center, which Rocket Austin, for Christ's sakes, at 15. Pretty sure it's the same building still. I mean, it's not definitely the same city. So either way, there is a lot of weight on these guys' shoulders, on the main roster shoulders, going into Lincoln Financial here in a few hours. This city is so rich with WWE history, let alone wrestling history. And everybody so far has lived up to it. If you talk about the first three matches we've seen today.
Yep. Gentlemen, while this hype package finishes, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
That's fine, man. We got you.
So I've been a fan of Roxy ever since Noah introduced the character and the person to me through Ring of Honor when she was Ring of Honor champion. And I've been so impressed with everything about her at NXT except crossing that line, pulling that trigger. And she has here in the last few months. And I know that one of the gentlemen at ringside, Booker T, is immensely proud of this girl. And I've been thoroughly impressed with Lyra. Like I didn't know a whole lot about her prior to her entering the feud with Becky and winning the championship. But man, if I am just so ready for this match. I'm ready for whichever one of them walks out of here as champion. But if I'm being honest, I really would like to see Roxy win. And like we talked about earlier with Fallon, being the showcase. You know what? Have Roxy win, have Thea be the next challenger because Thea kind of got done dirty with her championship contention, and have Fallon's turn come as a result of Thea challenging Roxy.
Well, Larry said.
But again, I'm programming long term there. We got to get through this match first.
You're also trusting WWE, but at least I can trust Ava Rain and NXT versus Raw and SmackDown.
Yes.
But anyway,
Yeah,
That
after
being said,
him,
too fast you can walk the right path, the wrong path, and look who's there. That's Julia! That's Julia from
there
Stardom!
she is.
What
There
the
she
hell?
is.
That's Julia with William Regal and Rosie Ogawa!
Oh
Stardom
boy.
in the building, former Stardom in the building! Julia and her beautiful insanity! It's in NXT!
Let's get that rumor mill a churning, folks. Ooh boy.
Okay, well, now these women definitely need to impress because Julia, with all due respect to Roxanne and Lyra, is leaps and bounds above what these two can be. But this is the bigger stage. Julia has not been on this stage. And we once saw what happened when Kana became Asuka. Could the very well be ahead for Julia. But in the meantime, it's about the NXT Women's Championship and Lyra Valkyria and Roxanne Perez. So here we go.
Julia is at ringside next to William Regal. That was an awesome shot there.
I missed seeing Regal, but I got back just in time to see Julia there.
Yeah, that's
there was speculation that she was going to be there today. There was speculation that she could be getting involved, making her debut. We know WWE has been trying to get her signed to a deal for a minute. This very well could be that indication that it has happened. And whoever wins this match, that could be the next in line. That could be the
Valkyrie
rivalry.
rise tonight and claim her greatest battle finish to date? That is the question. I love Lyra. Aloy Valkyrie, formerly involved in NXT UK, found that renewed hunger in NXT courtesy of Rhea Ripley after overcoming the man last year at Halloween Havoc. Lyra Valkyrie has already had a longer run as NXT Women's Champion than Roxanne Perez, 165 days, while Roxanne only held it for 109. We saw, JJ, the pure wrestling clip these two had at Vengeance Day before Lola Vice involved herself in the mix. But something tells me here tonight we are in for a whole different form of a fight with the new aggressive, relentless nature of the challenger and the need of revenge for the champion. And this match brought to you by Fallout, who gives a crap about that on Prime as we present our content here at Multiverse Media. Always here for all things WWE NXT, Ring of Honor, AEW, some things NJPW, and of course, TNA. The richest prize in WWE Women's Wrestling, the NXT Women's Championship. I said what I said. Lyra Valkyrie, Roxanne Perez are about to demonstrate what it means to be the best in front of Julia, nonetheless. This is going to be incredible. Let's go down to the introductions.
Absolutely. And did you see Lyra's face as she was coming out? She almost seemed like she was getting a little bit emotional, breathing this all in. This is probably the biggest stage she has ever competed on.
Oh, without doubt. And keep this in mind, JJ. You talk about the face, you talk about the emotions. The last time she was under this much pressure, she collapsed. So it's not just about winning her championship. It's about holding up to where it matters the most. This is the biggest pressure the Prodigy has ever faced. Roxanne Perez, by the way, folks, 22 years old, 7 years in the game, trained out reality of wrestling by Booker T. Lyra Valkyrie, inspired by Becky Lynch as a wee lass, 27 years of age, 9 years in the game. You see the title held, of course, by Lyra Valkyrie, passed off by the official, while Roxanne has not held this championship since the collapse to Michael Satomura, March 7th. Her last chance for this title before Vengeance Day was last year at Stand and Deliver, April 1st. Failed in that ladder match.
Yeah, it's been a little over a year since she's had her hands on that title.
And this is Roxanne's third chance. Calling up a tie-up. Here we go for her second run as NXT Women's Champion.
I'm loving the green on the Prodigy. I mean, yeah, it's Philadelphia Eagles colors. She's definitely playing into the system. But with this new darkness, it also kind of comes out like venom pulsating through her veins.
And think about what she just tried to do, JJ. She was attacking the arm that she damaged. And you see the heavy kinesio tape on that left arm as Lyra grabs it close to her body. Lyra has a vulnerable target, and she knows that Roxanne immediately looks to exploit it, since Roxanne's added a submission to her repertoire. Ooh, right down the mat.
Goes for the pinfall.
Again, Lyra, the strategy here for Lyra has to be quick, forward offense. She can't let Roxanne build anything or attack that arm. That has to be the top thing that Lyra prevents Roxanne from doing. Catches her in the fireman's carry. Might be looking at Ray, send her down with Nightwish. Oh, boy.
No.
And again, tugging that shoulder, roll through release. Whoa! And almost took her head off with that kick. And Roxanne knows what that kick does. She faced that kick on Supernova Sessions before she got planted for a tail with an attitude adjustment. I gotta wonder which one of these two has a stronger game plan right now in this match. Roxanne immediately again going after that left arm, that left shoulder, bending Lyra down to her knee. Lyra Valkyra, by the way, going into her 5th defense. She's already defended successfully against Zaya Lee, Blair Davenport, Lola Vice, and Roxanne at Vengeance Day, and most recently, Lash Legend. She's the 19th NXT Women's Champion in this brand's history.
That's crazy.
Up the
Shooting
ropes.
off the ropes.
Again, JJ, you talked about Roxanne, though, and you talked about the investment in her and her character, but I also got to point out the obvious here. You also was a huge fan of the original Mean Girl of NXT, Cora Jade, and I still argue to say that this newfound attitude, this newfound nature, it's almost like she's taking a page from Cora Jade's playbook. It was Cora Jade that dropped the champion last year at Deadline. If Cora Jade wasn't injured, I very well expect Roxanne would not have been part of this stage tonight.
That's fair. I mean, if anything, maybe she would have been involved in that 6-man tag. But this very well was going to be Cora Jade's match until she got injured again.
Roxanne with the hammerlock right now. Lyra able to spin her out down to the ring again. Hashtag stand delivered trending worldwide on the Twix. You all can be part of the conversation here. Please subscribe, comment, tell a friend. I hope you enjoy everything that we do here this weekend. Nice drop kick in between the ropes. And right now, Lyra looking to continue the punishment on the outside. Of course, championship can later change hands via pinfall or submission inside the ring. And again, Lyra's been favoring that left arm this entire match. Whoa, man!
And Roxanne has spotted it, shark smelling blood, making sure that's her central focus.
Oh,
right
no!
again to that arm with the added leverage of the top ring rope.
And to your point, target sighted. Target acquired, and right now she is going to work trying to tear that arm out of its socket. Another factor we have to take note of here, there is no tin unpacks after Roxanne Perez sent a statement to Lyra, not only working her arm, but beating her via submission a couple weeks ago. We haven't seen Tina Paxley since. And Tina Paxley has been arguably the biggest stalker / strongest supporter of Lyra Valkyra. Nice Russian leg sweep there. Cover 2. No.
Only a 2 count.
For those that don't know, the Russian leg sweep is when you put your leg on the inside of your opponent and take them down the same way as you, while the flatliner is when you take them down the reverse way of you. Capacity crowd on hand, Wells Fargo Center, NXT Stand Deliver, NXT Women's Championship on the line. Roxanne Perez, the challenger. Lyra Valkyria, the champion. And Rosie Ogata, the former lead promoter of Stardom, with Julia in the building alongside Ward William Rigo tonight, taking in the show. And again, that arm being hammerlocked across the second rope, hyperextending the muscles in the shoulder, bicep, and tricep. We saw last year how close Roxanne Perez was to climbing the ladder and seizing the title before Indy Hartwell was able to, of course, seize the championship. And Roxanne Perez, again, I talk about all the time, the prodigy rises the promise. Well, Roxanne made a promise to herself this time that she will do anything needed to reclaim the NXT championship. And right now, playing the arm. Oh, no. This is shades of Shayna Baszler right here. This is bad. The arm planted down on the mat, and Roxanne looking for the story. Good scouting. The schoolgirl by Lyra cover. Gets a 2 count. Got toe hold. Again, right now, the champion needs to find an advantage, needs to find an avenue. Maybe looking for Maestro, Cradle, possibly, or just hammer locking the arm between her legs. Might be looking now for the cross arm breaker, hyperextending that arm, applying pressure to the back with her knee. And no!
Jesus. It's a way to pop the shoulder out of socket.
Yep, shades of Penta Ciel Miedo for those that watch AEW and Lucha Underground. And the hammerlock suplex Beautiful. Float over deep hook of the leg. Cover. Near fall for the Roxanne. Again, back to the arm. Continuing the punishment right now. Shades of a modified cross arm breaker hip. Watch the way the arm snaps back. The referee right now, of course, referee admonishment, referee's discretion. He could call it at any time if he believes that Lyra cannot continue competing. And truth be told you, that we've seen Roxanne overcome obstacles, overcome challenges. She overcame Blair Davenport. She overcame Cora Jade. She overcame the final boss. But I do think there is a certain pressure cover you got to own up to. And if you can't hold up to it, you only have yourself to blame. And the only one that has not taken responsibility towards where she's at without her championship is Roxanne herself.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment there. And I just want to say, slightly off topic, I want to commend Cape Rayer doing a little bit of research, because he said earlier he wasn't familiar with Julia. So he did a little bit of investigating.
Good on you.
Well done there, Cape Rayer.
I'm proud of you. Yes, for those that don't know, I'll be happy to educate you on Julia, even though the match is not about her, but very well could be about her in NXT soon enough, especially with a new title known. Julia is a former World of Stardom champion involved in Stardom, the all-women promotion in Japan that's been leading women's professional wrestling in the world for the last 12 years. Former World of Stardom champion, 5-star Grand Prix winner. Also, NWA Strong Women's Champion after being Will Nightingale last year in Corrigan Hall at Independence Day. Held that title for 9 successive defenses before losing it to Stephanie Valkyrie of CMLL, who will be defending that title this coming Friday at Windy City Riot, represented by New Japan Pro Wrestling, against the daughter of a high speed, Asume. Good scouting by Lyra there, and the waist lock, Okana roll, deep cover, 2, and Roxanne able to kick out. But Lyra perched on the second. Roxanne thrown up! Cross body! Roll through, though.
Rolled through.
Right. And once again, Roxanne with the arm trapped. Oh, no. What is this?
Oh, yes.
Whoa. Ooh. That could have been disastrous. Good scouting.
Lyra had it scouted
there.
exactly.
The front face lock. And Roxanne looking to take Lyra up and over. Lyra clear with the strength advantage. Great back body drop.
But how much is that taking out of Lyra with each of those power maneuvers, the way her arm has already been targeted? You see her still favoring it.
And to your point, Lyra says 2 great working feet, and she just, oh my gosh!
And that's her dominant arm, her right arm.
Both women down after that collision in the middle of the ring. Cross bodies galore. Take a look at the replay here. Ugh! Talk about knocking the wind out of yourself. And you see Lyra looking over at her shoulder here, right now creating separation between her and the challenger, moving some of that kinesio tape, maybe trying to get some more feeling back in there. As, of course, kinesio tape is supposed to relax muscles. The whole world watching right now, WWE Center Stage, NXT, Stand and Deliver, Wells Fargo Center, Lyra finding back, right leg, right arm, and again, right now, trying to take out the hamstring as Roxanne Perez. That kickboxing background coming to play here for Lyra.
Yeah, just trying to get a little bit of distance from Roxy, as dominant as she's been this match.
So back kick, up kick, kick to the midsection, forward offense by the champion. Now looking to hook Roxanne up, and a Northern Lights suplex, the float over. Did not think she was going to win off that cover. Does she have enough? Another Northern Lights, and another float over. I don't think Lyra believes that she can win it yet, but never know she's wearing out the champion. And now looking to hook her up, Fisherman.
Oh, but she dropped her. That was too much on the arm.
Yep. And right now you see the referee checking on her. But again, it is a championship match. Roxanne smells blood in the water. She's got to continue to be on the attack. Maybe looking for it. Oh, face first in the knee. And Lyra right now hooking her up. Maybe Nightwish. Fisherman Buster. Full number 2 retain the title and a near fall. Yes, kicking out. Oof.
Lyra going to the top rope here. This could be a blessing. It could be a curse.
Roxanne able to
Roxy back up.
And to your point, JJ, the champion, again, there's enough pressure being champion as it is defending your title. There's the will and the test, though, of a champion to fight through adversity and possible injury. How far are you willing to go to keep what you hold versus how far Roxanne's willing to go to get the gold? And both of these women right now just teeing off. Oh, my word. I think Lyra got Roxanne in the jaw there. Clubbing shots
Got
to
her
small
set
the
up.
back. This may be the moment Lyra's looking for. Sunset flip. Power bomb attempt. Roxanne
No, Roxy
holding on.
countering.
But look at the face of Roxanne, though. She knows she's in a very precarious situation. And Lyra able finally to rip Roxanne off. And power bomb! Sit out, cover! 2! No!
Running sit out power bomb to your point there, Noah. Get that added momentum because the momentum she got there with the running.
And look at the way she had the legs over the shoulders, too. Great execution on the cover. Near fall, though. As Roxanne rose to the outside of the ring, Lyra looking to go for broke once again. Might be looking for a toe. Oh, man! Caught coming in with a forearm strike as Roxanne grabs the small for lower back. Now Roxanne looking to capitalize. And
Tornado DDT. Spiking it right on the face of the Fallout guy there at ringside.
Fault Boy, as he's known for those that are my fellow gamers. Whoop, went for that spinning back heel kick that knocked Roxanne out on Tuesday night. But Roxanne might be looking for
Pop Rock.
Pop Rock's cover! 2! No! Wow.
Roxy can't believe it. That's normally 3 there. But Roxy hasn't really been putting people away with pop rocks lately. She's been doing pop rocks and then floating into the cross face.
And to your
so
point,
that could have been her problem is she didn't go for that injured arm.
Again, that shoulder into the ring post right now. Roxanne just became unraveled after that kick out. Doing nothing but further damage to that left arm, driving the shoulder into both ring posts here. Again, Roxanne's desperate at this point. She's desperate to regain her title. Again, you got to manage the referee, though. Roxanne could risk disqualification, which doesn't keep her emotions in check. And the official reminding Roxanne, now what? Oh, no, we saw this previously. And Roxanne right now still teeing up against Lyra Valkyria. Again, she's really pushing the boundaries here. Wait a minute.
There's Tatum Paxley.
But Tatum, though, what is she doing? But Tatum just taken down. I mean, I don't know the about Tatum and Valkyria, but Roxanne right now might be looking at, no. This is how she injured her. Might be looking to pop the arm. Man, and Lyra able to scout that effectively. And drive Roxanne's shoulder first into the ring post. And Lyra right now kicked to the small of the back. Once again, punishment on the outside of the ring, just teeing off against Roxanne Perez. Tatum Paxley now at ringside. And meanwhile, oh, no!
Oh, yep. Lyra and
Collision.
Tatum Paxley with a head-on collision that would have made Newfound Glory proud.
God! And I think Roxanne sent Lyra head first into the ring post. We got additional officials now coming down checking on Tatum Paxley. And Roxanne is rearranging that left arm across the ring post. And official right now with the account, Perez right now in firm control. Once again, going on the attack, up and around. Taking her down. Lyra right now might be trapped in the crossface. If she's going to hook this, we might have a new women's champion. But Lyra with the reversal. The shoulders down.
No.
Whoa. Bam! There it is. Good night. Knockout strike. Covered by Lyra.
No.
Roxanne survives. Whoa. Perez kicking out. And now Lyra has to wonder what she needs to do to get across the finish line.
Jeff says if Pop Rocks doesn't get it done and she doesn't go for that crossface here in a hurry, she's not going to get that title back.
And if she gets this avalanche, oh no, water in the pool. Roxanne able to scout it. Crossface in. Lyra can't see, can't breathe. Bad arm trap. Lyra reverse pressure again. Cover.
No.
And Roxanne able to reverse. Crucifix down by Roxanne. And again, a kick out. Spinning solo out again by Roxanne. Might be looking for another pop rods. Can Lyra scout it? Lyra countered. That was a nasty landing. Jackknife float over deep hook cover. Roxanne reversal. Deep hook on a single leg cover. Turn again. Roxanne able to not get the title.
What's up, King A-Train? Good to see you here, bro.
Oh, man. Beautiful German suplex execution. Fisher marrying the right leg. Up on the fireman's carry. Might be looking for Nightwish, the Michinoku driver. Second time around, can she connect? Meanwhile, Poison Rana. Follow up by Pop Rocks.
Floats over into that crippler crossface.
And the crossface again in the ring. Will Lyra tap? Will Lyra tap? Can she find an escape? Tearing apart that left arm, trying to reverse the pressure, trying to find a roll through, trying to release the hold. She can get there just mere inches away.
Rolls
Roxanne
into the center of the ring.
Good center.
And wrenches
between
back.
her and the ropes. Roxanne has it in deep. Roxanne has it in deep. Will Lyra tap? Lyra can't see. Lyra can't breathe. She's going to break the arm if Lyra doesn't tap here.
She's tapped.
And she tapped. She tapped. She tapped. Roxanne Perez is once again NXT Women's Champion. Whoa.
Babyface, heel, light side of the force, dark side of the force. Roxanne Perez has deserved this moment for a long fucking time.
And Roxanne.
Congratulations to the new NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez. And you see,
Wow.
proud Papa Booker T, standing ovation at ringside.
Let's go ahead.
There's that Poison Rana once again,
yep.
which led us right into the Pop Rocks and then floated over as she has been lately into that crippler crossface that, despite the originator of the move, would have made Benoit proud. The way she's got that locked in deep. There was no wiggle room. She was able to reverse it over, get her back in the middle of the ring. Nowhere for Lyra to go. Valiant fight, valiant effort by the champ, but the prodigy reigns supreme. And there's William Regal, Julia again.
And
Regal with the nod.
Yeah, you got to wonder what Raziel Gala, Julia, and William Regal thought of that as the Roxanne Perez prodigy once again has risen to promise, her own promise. Roxanne did what she needed to do to once again claim the title that she truly, in her mind, never lost. Roxanne Perez now a two-time NXT Women's Champion.
Take note there, gentlemen. The pose outside the rope, right up in Julia and Regal's faces. And the look over to the side of Booker T and the nod there. That was a lot of shit in there just now.
Yeah.
And I'll say this.
A lot to digest, as they would say, right, Jeff?
Yes, and Lord knows I'm glad I got through breakfast because, man, I was having indigestion after yesterday. You mentioned, regardless of the originator of the move, think about who had to deal with that move and that man more in WCW than Booker T. Wow. So I'm sure Booker T's like, this shit works, Roxy. Use it. Go for it.
I mean, who will ever forget their Best of 7 series?
In either company.
Yeah.
Booker getting hurt or not there during the U.S. title one, man, they tore it up.
The main roster has got a lot to live up to.
Man, but you know what? Matches like this, they'll do it. Seth and Drew is going to be, as Booker would say, good on Sunday tomorrow. My goodness.
Wow.
As we watch this video hype package, this portion of our coverage is sponsored by Prime Energy Drinks.
On your end, yes.
Don't give that facial reaction, Noah. You have known well in advance that I am ready with the shtick.
Oh, I'm well aware, but we're not even talking about that match with this filler.
I know, but I just finally cracked it. I had my morning coffee, and now I got my Prime Energy drink. During the main card, I'll have my Prime Hydration drink. Same flavor, by the way, strawberry watermelon. Look for the pink bottles and cans. That is my favorite flavor.
How about this offer?
Take your word for it.
Final boss tank for me.
Don't give me that. You said that you were going to try and find you a couple bottles. You've probably got a bottle in the fridge chilling right now. You just don't want to play up the fact that you have given in to the temptation.
Dude, Cape Rare, Hunter's not sweating. Hunter's going, yes, 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 my children. Are you kidding me? Hunter's the evil emperor up there in the Empire going, that's right, Sean. Do the things. Do the things.
That was an incredible match, though. Mad respect to Lyra. She fought her damnedest, but that arm could only handle so much pressure with the hyperextension. in the crossface, she had to tap out. There was no escape.
That was everything that match needed to be. I would have liked maybe a little more Tatum just to get us to the point of breaking between Tatum and Lyra here, because if Roxy's moving forward as champion, they got to give Lyra something substantial to sink her teeth into.
Well, I think that's already underway. If you follow NXT, like I have, can't believe I just said that. And it seems like they are developing something with Tatum Paxi and Lyra Valkyra, because Tatum was one point wondering the moral code when it comes to the motivation of how far Lyra was willing to go to keep that title. And clearly, Roxanne was more aggressive. She was the aggressor. She was more desperate. Honestly, the desperation sunk in, especially that first Pot Rocks kick out. And at the end of the day, Roxanne got the win. The project fulfilled her promise to herself and is now a two-time NXT Women's Champion.
Great. Even Kine Train subscribes with me to the strawberry watermelon, baby.
I will have to try to get that flavor, because I was not impressed with the Prime variants I got. I forgot what it was now, to be honest with you, but I've not tried that one yet. I love me some strawberry watermelon anyway.
That's right. Just a friendly reminder to those of you in the chat room, if you would like to dictate the conversation and have your questions answered on air during these breaks, super chat. You know better. You've been around long enough.
It is
you will be timed out.
Well, as we keep moving forward, as we get back on NXT Stand Delivered, we've already seen one title change here tonight. Will we see the other crown jewel of your brand change as Ilya Dragunov, the Tsar, the Dragon of NXT, defends the NXT Championship against the Don, Tony D'Angelo?
Cape that is what Amazon is for.
Same with Zoa, for being honest.
If you can't get it in your local stores, order it online. Believe it or not, I actually bought this at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. The hydration flavors I get at Walmart for $1.88.
Yep.
The energy drink I found at Dollar Tree for $1.25.
I'll tell you what, Keeper, I will look on Amazon.
Dollar Tree, it's $1.25.
I will look on Amazon Canada just for Cape Rare here. Hang on.
Anyway, Roxanne, the 20th NXT Women's Champion. Ilya Dragunov, the 29th NXT Champion. Fulfilled his destiny last year at No Mercy against him when Kim missed an argument was my WWE match of the year, not women, with Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes. Ilya Dragunov, 30 years of age, 11 years in the game, has had this title now for 189 days, going into his fifth defense. Run. While the Don, Tony D'Angelo of NXT, two-time NXT Tag Team Champion, 28 years of age, NXT WWE Original, 2 years of professional wrestling experience. He's only wrestled in NXT. He is a Neil project created. And the Don, of course, made himself his own empire, JJ, what you have followed and seen grow since the Rainbow Bright era before it became white and gold.
Rainbow Bright era is still my favorite phrase of NXT so far. From
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
It's the best way to identify it. I hate saying 2.0 because it's just an evolution.
You
know, but referring to it as the Rainbow Bright era, you refer to the original era as the black and gold.
Yes.
This era is the white and gold.
Yes.
So what do you refer to the middle as? The Rainbow Bright era.
So, Cape Rare, for what it's worth, I can find the strawberry watermelon Zoa cans on Prime Canada. You can find the packets, the little powder packets of Prime strawberry watermelon through Amazon Canada. So I understand Cape Rare's struggles.
There you go.
I get it. But
if you have Walmart in Canada, you probably would be able to find it because it is at Walmart.
Yes. But as far as we know.
Yeah. It's at least at Walmart in the States.
Yes.
One would assume, and I know what happens, you assume, but one would assume that if it's in Walmart in the States, it would be in Walmart in Canada. Assuming you have Walmarts up there.
Right. I'm pretty sure Walmart
I'm not sure if Walmart is international, despite the fact that I work there, or if they're just, the continental United States.
Yes. So for people that missed my prediction, here's where I stand on this match really quick here before I bow back out. I feel like both and again, JJ hates me for this, and that's fine. Chase U and the family, the mafia, are both very much NXT gimmicks, stables that I don't think would translate very well to the main roster. So I feel like Tony almost has to win because Ely is overdue to go up to the main roster.
Well, we'll see if the Dawn finally acquires absolute power as Tony D'Angelo looks to find a way to put out the fire of the Czar of NXT. While Ely Dragunov fights for a real family, Tony D'Angelo fights for his fabricated family and looks to take his place as truly the Dawn of NXT.
They are leaning into the mafia synergy, man. That's the Godfather text on Tony's name. For the record, you've never seen the movies. I've never seen. No, I'm telling the peoples. Because that is straight up. That's like Eddie using the Scarface template for his shirt when he was champion in 2004. That is straight up like, we're not going to rip it off, but we're going to rip it off.
Like I said,
the legal advisor to the family, Channing Stacks Lorendo, the underboss. You've got Adriana Rizzo, and of course, the Don of my NXT. Damn it, Tony D'Angelo.
And that white and gold. If the Don doesn't fulfill that promise tonight, I think some higher power than him might remove him from his seat.
And look at the look on his face right now.
Yep.
He is more focused, more serious than I think I have seen him in the year and a half, 2 years I've been watching this.
Same.
He knows what this moment means, and he knows the repercussions if he fails.
JJ? And again, Ely Dragunov, he always finds a way. Here comes the Czar of NXT through the fire and the flames.
JJ, Noah, take note. The entire family came out in black except Tony. Tony is wearing the white and gold of this NXT. He's looking to be the face. But he has to defeat the Czar to get there, and that is a tall tree to climb.
Yeah, he's dragging up again the unbreakable. Why Tony believes he will break the unbreakable. Tried to pull so many mind games, including having his underboss, Channing Stacks, basically dragging off one-on-one. And while Ely may have a couple of bad fingers, all it might do is further intensify the Czar of NXT to scorch the Tony D'Angelo family. Let's get ready for our semi-main event as we go down to the introductions. This is our NXT Championship match.
There are very few people in this world, gentlemen, and I'll bow out here, that have defeated the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in history. The champion in this match is one of those people.
Indeed.
Keep that in mind.
We'll see you after the match, Jeff.
Is a takeover on the horizon. The D'Angelo family, represented by Tony D'Angelo, the self-proclaimed Don of NXT. 28 years old, 2 years in the game, nil project NXT original.
And if he wins, how do you argue his self-proclaimed Don status?
Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to argue it because he would have literally absolute power. And that's what comes with being the NXT champion. Ely Dragunov said it best.
Referee.
Yep. Ely Dragunov said it best at Vengeance Day. Go ahead, JJ.
I'm saying there's the prize. Go ahead.
Yep. No, I was just saying because, the main event's net. I was just going to say, Ely Dragunov said best at Vengeance Day against Trick Williams. Ain't nobody going to take me off my throne. Here we go. And right now, you got to consider, again, the damage done to that right hand. You see the bandaged up right hand and the fingers after what happened against Stacks. How's that going to affect Ely Dragunov's grappling game? How's that going to affect his power game? Ely Dragunov's forward power is in his right side. Whoa, my!
Suplex up and over the top rope there. Jesus, we're starting off vicious.
And dangerous.
That's a way to take both men out and have the match stop due to injury.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how smart that is by the Mad Dragon.
Again, championship ability change hands via pinfall submission inside the ring. Ilya Dragunov thrives off intensity.
And now this time, Tony D dumping both of them outside.
Yeah, but again, Ilya Dragunov right now, the one worse for wear it looks like, because again, he landed on that bad hand. You also got to take notice and account of the family at ringside, the 3 people that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Tony D'Angelo, of course, that proclaimed his dawn power in NXT after causing the guy, the Phantasma, to merge with his freaking family, and of course, hiring his underboss Stax after that crime case against Gallus was solved. Wham! What a collision!
Think about this, Noah. For the better part of the 2 years that they've been doing this, it's been Tony D and Stax. Tony D and Stax. It hasn't been until these last couple of months that we've really filled the family out some. We added Rizzo. We've added Crucifino. Is that a sign to the fact that Tony D could very well pick up the victory here? Because why would you fill out the family? Why would you fill the Mafia out if he was going to lose? You know what I mean? It's like, why not just keep it as him and Stax?
Well,
again, but the fact that they've expanded the family, the fact that they've brought in the number 1 female, the muscle there, the fact that they've brought in the legal advisor, that's the stuff that you do for a winning stable, not for some losers.
Again, to your point right now, Tony D'Angelo is winning this exchange. Again, big forearm smash. And here's the cover, a hook in the far leg and a near fall. You saw the way the Dragon was unable to rebound off his right hand for that jumping enziguri. The damage done already, to your point. And again, power causes a man to do crazy, dangerous, reckless things. And there might be power in the ranks now with the Tony D'Angelo finish. Take a look, by the way, at that forearm smash, rearranging the Dragunov's jaw. And again, looking for Constantine unable to execute. All the forward offense right now of Ilya Dragunov has been neutralized.
Yep.
The gut wrench. Suplex release. Tony D'Angelo right now with the cover. The referee is going to have to watch this match with high discretion when it comes to Ilya Dragunov and the condition of that hand. It's the thing, though, when you put too much power in yourself, are you too big to fail? The answer is no. To your point, Tony D'Angelo wearing white, the family in black. We usually know what black means when you fail. Dragunov right now trying to create a little bit of offense here. And the Don right now, very strong strategy approach in this match. And even before this match with damaging the right hand. Oof. Oh, my.
And again, both men spill into the outside.
But again, though, either Dragunov, man, he's barely able to do anything with the right side of his body because of the damaged right hand. Again, folks, semi-main event here, NXT Championship on the line here at Stand and Deliver. Ilya Dragunov defending the gold against the Dawn of NXT. Tony D'Angelo looking to acquire absolute power. For if you hold the gold, you hold control. And meanwhile, oh no!
Tony D had it scouted, and the Ilya Dragunov ended up chopping that ring post with his already injured fingers.
That hand's not broken. I will be absolutely shocked. He looked to break his back. Take a look at this.
Look at it again. Bam!
Yeah, steel versus bone. Which one wins? I'll let you be the judge.
And Dragunov doesn't do anything half-assed. He went full tilt with that chop.
Exactly. As he's got Tony D'Angelo up on the shoulders, looking for maybe a death-eye drive. But again, Tony immediately explained that hand. But, oh, man! Trying to fight.
Almost looks like he was trying to get him into the barricade, but he dropped him a couple of seconds early onto the ringside mats because of the power in his fingers.
Exactly. You saw Tony trying to get out of position in the first place. And he was like, okay, if I can't fully execute, I'm still going to be able to do some of it. Great awareness by the champion, but also great awareness by the challenger. And Tony D'Angelo looks a bit winded. I also got to consider conditioning here. We know how far Ilya Dragunov can go in a match. We've never seen Tony D'Angelo in these deep of waters. So again, is Tony D'Angelo truly ready for this? He might have the family. He might have the presentation. He might have the respect. He might have the identity. But is he worthy yet of calling himself NXT champion?
I think we're giving D'Angelo less credit than he deserves. I think he is completely conditioned and ready for this. I think it's another one of those deceptive nature things like we were talking about earlier with Obafemi and Braun Breaker.
Oh!
You look at a guy like Tony D, you look at the fact that he's wearing a wife beater, you look at the fact that he's got a little bit of extra meat on his bones, maybe a little bit of a belly there, and you don't think he's going to have that conditioning. You're going to think that he doesn't have the ability to go deep into the bottom of the ninth. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't have that ability.
And right now, Ilya Dragunov looking to follow up again for the offense. Clopping clothesline.
Look at a guy like Keith Lee. Same type of thing. Look at a guy like Samoa Joe. And they're bigger than Tony D. And they've got that ability to go deep into the ninth inning. Don't be fooled by the look of Tony D'Angelo.
Or the youth and experience. Again, 2 years of wrestling experience overall. Has only wrestled in NXT, in WWE. He's a nil project. For those that don't know, nil is next in line. Taking collegiate athletes hungry for the opportunity to be crafted and created in the WWE Superstars. And you've seen several of them on display tonight from all sorts of different sports and athletic backgrounds here in NXT Stand Deliver tonight. And again, we saw what happened last Tuesday when Ilya Dragunov was invited to what Tony D'Angelo called the Last Supper. Intimidation tactics, mental games galore right now. Ilya Dragunov, though, getting the better of Tony here, looking for something big out of the corner. Sunset flip. Tony able to hold on and able to now. And Ilya got hoisted up. Power bomb release.
I'm surprised Ilya was able to hold him up as long as he did with the way that hand has been.
Yep, and Ilya Dragunov right now might be looking to drop the...
No, Tony D hasn't shouted. No H-bomb in this moment.
Again, freaking up kick into the other freaking hemisphere with that power. And Stacks right now trying to motivate the Don, giving him, wait a minute, those are brass knuckles. The referee might not be aware of it.
Good old-fashioned knuckle dusters. Oh, Tony D wants to do this on his own.
Oh, knife is stop. All right, well, I actually have a little bit more respect now for Tony D'Angelo.
Little bit of honor there.
Oh! Stomping on the hand of Stacks. That was well-deserved. Ilya Dragunov right now, again, needs to focus on Tony D'Angelo, looking to get back in this match here. Knife edge chop with a bad hand again. And now trying to change the offense with the left. Again, the side that is not where his power comes from, but still just as intense. And again, we see what happens when Ilya Dragunov is in pain. He said it once before, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. When Ilya Dragunov's in pain, he thrives off it. He drives off it. And I'm very curious to see, again, how much pain Ilya Dragunov can handle with that right hand. Tony D'Angelo able to hook him up this time. Letting Ilya down. Oh, wait, that was a counter, DDT. Cover by Ilya. Cover. Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Me neither. It looked like a spine buster at first, but Ilya must have dropped him with a DDT there. I'd love to see a replay of that if the people in the truck are ready.
Yeah, again, people in the truck are having a freaking lazy day, probably watching some sort of showcase package. Ilya Dragunov saying,
we've been on top of things. Give them their due.
For the most part. Right in front of the family. Again, who's in control? The NXT champion. Who's in control? The one that holds the gold.
Right now. But Tony D has been dominating the majority of this match here.
Ilya Dragunov now with the mental warfare and the physical onslaught. Proverbial insult to injury. They're telling him to do something about it.
Stacks. Tony D telling Stacks to stop. Don't. It's mine. I got this. It's my fight to fight.
The Don's fight, I will say, if the Don's going to go down, he's going to go down on his own. I mean, I've seen The Godfather. I've seen Scarface. I've seen how those movies play out.
Kiss of death there.
Arriba Denchi is all I got to say to that. Oh, and a headbutt. Tony D'Angelo may give Ilya Dragunov his last supper. Ilya Dragunov looking to give Tony D'Angelo final wishes, and that just fired up Tony D. Lucas present Tony D now back in this fight immediately. This is a gritty fight right now. Jumping kick rocks Tony D. Right back in. Belly to belly release.
Beautiful belly to belly by Tony D.
Ilya Dragunov again following up with the forward offense, though, with the right arm, not the hand, but the arm. Tony D able to
another
catch it
one.
Again.
Boom.
Another belly to belly. And the Don.
I remember when I saw him do that to Braun Breaker. That's one of the things that really impressed me about Tony D. Going back to deceptively strong and his conditioning.
Oh, God.
Roundhouse kick taking D'Angelo down.
That was right on the tempo, too. Right on the ear. And Ilya Dragunov again, bit of momentum. Might be looking for a clubbing. Oh, my God. Damn.
Nice clothesline counter. Damn near turned Dragunov inside out.
And the whiplash effect, by the way.
Look at this again. Bam.
Reverberating underneath the jaw. Deadlift German suplex released by Tony D. And here's the cover. Open the far leg. And no, that's still in this match. Tony D fighting in front of his family, but fighting his own battle, looking to lead by example. Again, NXT Championship on the line. And again, the pain, the hunger for power. Open palm strike to the chest. And right now, the Dragunov perched on the top rope. We've seen that when people make things personal with the Dragunov. Baron Corbin, for example, he learned the hard way. We saw how far you push this man in a fight. Trick Williams. So the Dragunov has faced every adversity, physical and mentally. But Tony D, again with the waist up, might be looking for an avalanche belly to belly out of the corner. Overhead suplex release. God.
And both men rolling to the outside.
Did you notice the way Ilya landed? The momentum popped him up to his feet as he just literally just collapsed to the floor. Good Lord. Both men
this
right
match
now,
has been a lot slower, a lot more methodical than everything else that we've seen tonight.
Yeah.
But it's still hard-hitting, intense, great action.
Let's see that big in here.
The announce table.
Oh, no. Both men with the same idea.
Yep.
Both men are going to fight.
It's the semi-main. It's perfect time to use it.
Well, either Dragunov and Tony D are looking to plant each other through that table. What's going to give here? And both men teeing off. Clubbing shots by Tony D. Getting the better of Ilya Dragunov. And I knew this match was going to be more methodical because that's the only way Tony D could fight Ilya. Hoisting him up, looking for the powerbomb. Ilya able to fight back, though. Uh-oh.
H-bomb connects.
That bomb connecting on the jaw. Lights out for the Don. Now just further punishment here. Referee offering a lot of leniency here. These two got to be aware of the referee's 10 count. Title can only chance to be a pinfall submission inside the ring. And Ilya Dragunov on the barricade. Oh, Lord. Again, Stacks, Rizzo, and the lawyer can't do anything. But Ilya Dragunov perch looking to deliver. X-bomb to the table! Damn.
Can't have a match of this magnitude in Philly without a table spot.
Accurate. Good grief. The intensity and the destruction being demonstrated by both Tony D and the Dragunov certainly exceeded my expectations of this match so far. And Ilya once again going to the top rope. Uh-oh. Tony D. Arriba Denchi sets on bomb.
Goes for the
That's
pinfall.
Gotta be it. Cover. 2. No.
Too lackadaisical of a cover. Dragunov did not get enough body on body. He did not hook the leg deeply enough.
Yeah, but that H-bomb, though, hooked the Don right underneath the jaw. And to your point, that senton bomb knocking the wind out of Tony D'Angelo, but he only was putting pressure on the left side of the body. Tony got the right shoulder up. Ilya now going back to the top rope, going for broke once again. Whoa!
To the power bomb.
Great counter by Tony. It's a cover, hooking the near leg and a near fall.
See, and if Dragunov had pinned D'Angelo like that coming off of that senton, he might have had the victory.
And again, you see the replay here. Perfect catch by Tony into the power bomb to Ilya Dragunov. The Don back in control,
to the
fingers, stopping the hands. Oh my gosh, rearranging the jawline with the bottom rope of Ilya Dragunov here. Just continued punishment, hooking him up. Planted. Cover. 2. Hook in the leg. No.
Another deep hook, full body on body. Great pinfall there by Tony D.
Yeah, I'm about to say again, Tony D'Angelo right now is exhibiting incredible wherewithal right now against Ilya Dragunov, but Ilya still teeing off against Tony with the bad hand. Off the ropes. Rebound. Hooked up. It's a cradle. It's a cradle. Small package, 2.
No.
Ooh. Flat a headbutt. Good grief. This is a
But
fight.
how much damage do those headbutts do to Dragunov?
Torpedo Moscow! Torpedo Moscow! You know he uses his hands as a battering ram. The family's helpless to do anything. And Ilya Dragunov on the top rope. With the backhand avalanche.
H-bomb.
Connect. Cover.
1, 2, 3.
Ilya Dragunov retains. Wow.
Hell of a fight, though, by Tony D. Take nothing away from him. The family is disappointed. I think everybody is disappointed because I think a lot of people expected a new champion here. No disrespect intended to Ilya Dragunov. But damn, considering 2 years ago, if you looked at Tony D'Angelo, you'd have been like, him, champion? He earned our fucking respect in this match.
I'll tell you this, JJ, to honor and echo your sentiments. At the beginning of this match, I literally was like, forget about it. But Tony D proved something to me. More importantly, I think he proved a lot to his family. He did this fight all on his own, went down to blaze of glory as an avalanche H-bomb after Torpedo Moscow connected. Long live the Tsar, though. The power belongs to the NXT champion. But you gotta respect what Tony D put Ilya through. He may not have absolute power, but he certainly has the champion's respect.
Yep, Ilya offering his hand and a nice firm handshake between the two.
A sign of mutual respect between the Don and the Tsar. International warfare demonstrated tonight at Stand Deliver. Bleeding, battered, and bruised. The Tsar overcomes the Don. Long live the Dragunov, the NXT champion. But NXT definitely stood and delivered tonight with the richest prize on the line.
I'm not a lip reader, but you got to know that Ilya is telling him basically, there's next time. There's always next time.
And that's what a champion does. They push themselves as hard, if not as harder, than their opponent. To my point, Tony D's first ever chance on the grand stage for the richest prize, the most inexperienced in the match, one of the most youngest homegrown created NXT talents. And he definitely took Ilya to quite a limit. I got more respect for the Don than I had one ever before. I respect the Don of NXT. But still, long live the Tsar. As we got a video package here right now, once again, for those that are over there in Philadelphia, I hope you're enjoying yourselves at WWE World. I know that Walter Cruz and Big G most likely are. And again, you two have a great time there live at WrestleMania. And Cindy, have a great time there at a bar outside the stadium. You are much more wiser. All right. Y'all can talk about yourselves. I don't need to say anything else. We got a commercial break, so this is where...
Stretching the back out.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so that's in long day ahead. So,
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
as I'm communicating with you guys here, I'm trying to communicate with Disneyland, also trying to get more information on my show because, dining packages aren't there. So working on it. They know as much as we do, which is scary, Jay.
There you go.
Look, I'm 32 years old, and even I know when my back has its limits, lifting 20-pound
Right.
boxes at work of paper.
Yes.
Anyway.
I'm 41. My back's going on 91.
Don't jinx me. That's all I got to say about that.
No kidding. No kidding.
This chair again. As long as it's still comfortable, I don't care about freaking cosmetics. That's why I don't give a damn about people's video game aspects online, buying stupid microtransaction shit just to look like some shit.
And if we can get the WWE roster to not keep throwing chairs like Noah's across rooms and across arenas, that'd be super.
I think Darren G's got a great shout here. When AEW and NXT were going head to head, I was more on the AEW side. But ever since NXT went to Tuesdays, I watch it loyally. This is professional wrestling.
Yep.
Damn it!
I think the biggest thing, and again, this is completely more of a been doing this, podcaster perspective, I think, than a fan perspective. So forgive me if it sounds like that. The perception in the internet wrestling community is NXT specifically, not just WWE, but NXT specifically is better internally organized and ran than AEW. Be it when Triple H was running it or now that Shawn Michaels is running it. There's infinitely much more respect for Hunter and Shawn than there is for the person in charge of AEW. And I think the product reflects that on television. AEW a lot of times comes off like they're just being booked as somebody, playing with his toys. Ooh, let's do this today. And it's like, how about we have some, story behind the matches? And I think that's the unfortunate side effect of having a self-admitted fan, and apparently infinite bottom to his cash flow. Whereas, for the longest time, and even now, because there's a board to answer to, there's for the moment there's stockholders to answer to. We'll see how long that lasts if the rumor mill is true here lately. But they're having to answer to a committee of people here on this side of things, and the product is awesome.
Well, again,
I'm not saying the match quality is not great in AEW, because you can't deny that, but the overall presentation is definitely noticeably different.
Oh, without a doubt. I won't deny that.
So,
well, the fact of the matter is, while this presentation has been absolutely incredible, and NXT certainly has stand delivered so far, as we get ready for WrestleMania, stay tuned again, folks. We'll be going live here about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with our own little kickoff shows. We got Lyra backstage with Tam Paxley after losing her NXT Women's Championship. Oh dear.
Here we go. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah,
like I said, something brewing.
Yep. I didn't realize how close the stadium was to Wells Fargo. Man,
I didn't realize it either.
Yeah, I don't want to be in charge of that parking. I'm good.
I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I don't drive. That's all I gotta say about that. But again, folks, I hope you're enjoying our coverage. Please like, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. And if you are enjoying it, also support my friends JJ Williams and Jeff Meacham. Give them a super chat, give them a super sticker, show them some love. We're with you the entire week, as we've been all week, as NXT continues to stand and deliver, and we get ready for our main event. And JJ is going to do his best to annoy me, and I welcome it. Try me. And of course, also we have our WrestleMania kickoff show tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we get ready for WrestleMania Saturday night, which is right next door to the Wells Fargo Center. And NXT Stand Delivered, brought to you, of course, again by Xfinity, if you all choose the internet service. But we also, of course, are the JMN Multiverse of Media, and this is our continued schedule in JMN Live Watch on Events as we go inside the ring with our host.
Metaphor.
Oh, God. All right, I'm going to talk.
Please. I'm dead.
Let it be. It's all right. They'll get showcased too. We'll see what happens here.
Another record broken.
Yeah. SmackDown did last night too. The highest grossing SmackDown in SmackDown history. Period. Yesterday.
16,545 people.
That's
Congratulations to my NXT.
Yeah, that's it.
Congratulations to the entire NXT universe and the WWE universe for that matter. Not just JJ Williams, but anybody that's been following this product or has been a fan or is there live in that building. An incredible accomplishment for a brand that continues to grow and thrive and show that the future certainly is now.
16,500 people watching NXT live, man. You love to see that. I believed in this brand enough to actively go to Bakersfield on purpose to watch these guys perform. So I will say that's something for me. I understand.
I will say this: if
Carmelo Hayes with his Black Panther inspired outfit.
Oh boy!
You know what? I'll say my comment after the show is over because it's about to get real.
Yeah,
it's about to get real.
Yeah, this is probably the greatest definition for JJ's NXT of long-term storytelling.
And with that, I don't need to say anything else until the entrances happen. As the video package plays, we've talked about this verbatim on City Predicting, on our pre-show, on your For the Love of Wrestling, in and out of chats. What else needs to be said about Trick Mello game that's about to main event here at NXT Stand and Deliver that hasn't been said yet?
It is amazing what has happened between these two in their NXT runs, respectively, together, separately. It's been just a whole other look. And again, both of these guys getting the unspoken, for lack of a better term, approval from John Cena, who's been touted by this company as the greatest of all time. So the fact that both these guys have been given that proverbial rub from John is why they're here in this spot where they belong. They are the first WWE main event of this incredible weekend.
Now that's something to talk about.
It is. To my knowledge, and I could be wrong, but I think this is the first time a pair of black men have main evented a premium live event together. Certainly WrestleMania weekend.
You would be correct. It's made headlines. It deserves to main event, and it's hard to argue. This is JJ's NXT. This is right now NXT. This is what the world has been put on notice about. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Trick Mello game.
This is wonderful to see, man. Mello winning the championship last year at this time was the sole reason I was disappointed I had not been able to pull off going to Stand and Deliver. Granted, had a pretty cool moment across the lot, if I'm being honest, but still. Great match, great moment for both these guys. And here we are a year later in the city of brotherly love. We talk about with the Usos. Brothers about to implode here.
JJ's science speaks volumes because this is his main event. This is his brand. And he's already spoken verbatim about this. I think he's just ready to seriously whoop that trick and call this shit. So, yeah. JJ, unless you got something else to say, I'm not going to say another word until these entrants start, man. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Nah, I've got nothing more to say about this. Like, I'm ready to go.
Then, Jeff.
I am beyond ready to go.
Jeff, JJ, Jeff Missionary at Multiverse of Media. This is NXT Stand Deliver. This is Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes. This is our main event. This is Trick Mello game. And we are officially about to see if we are going to indeed whoop that Trick. This is war. This is NXT. This is Trick versus Mello. Here we fucking go.
This right here to our right on screen, to the left if you're perspective, main event of the first WWE event of the weekend. WrestleMania coming up next for us. Open mic night, our showcase show after that. This is the weekend right here, guys. Right here. This is it.
And here comes him.
No hating, I'm the best here. You want your shot? Well, I guess you wait till next year. I'm at the top. Get respect while y'all get fear. Problem, huh? Tell him to step here. Still the best song in NXT. I don't care what anybody says. Even Whoop That Trick isn't as good as Mello's theme. Yes. It's getting there, but it's not as good.
The bottom line, JJ, is Carmelo Hayes going to hung another jersey.
Do you see what it says on the back of Mello's shirt?
No.
Whooped.
Man. Again, Carmelo Hayes said that spot was his all along. He refused to be at the sidelines while Trick Williams was looking to make headlines. He felt betrayed. He felt like he defined a path for a Trick Mello game. But Trick Williams got too far ahead of himself, and Carmelo Hayes was going to have none of it.
This dude is a star.
He really is.
Oh, my God.
He is every bit of Rocky Maivia as soon as he joined the Nation of Domination.
Right.
He is that guy.
But is him, and will him not miss?
He just didn't have to go through the pineapple Jerry curl phase.
Thank God for that blessing.
To succeed and to move past what you are facing now, you have to destroy it. That is what Carmelo Hayes plans to do tonight. And there you see the rising star of NXT.
The anointed one.
And JJ, do your dance. Because here we go.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Uh-huh. That's right. I like it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Drink Prime. Trick Williams, yo. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. You broke your own self, the Prime comment.
I did. I couldn't think of anything else, but I had my can in my hand. I was like, you know what? Let's just run with it.
JJ, you forgot the lines. Uh-huh. I like it.
Oh, I like it. That's great.
I like it.
Okay, well, you forgot the, oh, yeah, man.
Might as well get one more haha in because we're about to get some dead ass serious here, guys. Oh, shit. Broke me. Wrong for that. Oh, boy. Man, look at this place. I've seen some pretty cool shots in this arena, but man, this building is ready.
And
but it's Trick ready.
Superstar written all over him.
Yeah.
Both of these men, to Josh's point, could main event night one in WrestleMania in a couple of years.
Oh, yeah. They're there.
Seriously.
Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, and remember what Ava Raine said, there must be a winner.
Bell reigns for the main event of Stand and Deliver. Trick Williams crossed the ring from his former best friend and brother, Carmelo Hayes.
Take the moment in, guys.
Crowd chanting NXT.
Again, the jealousy of Carmelo Hayes has finally.
Here we go.
Kind of a tie-up waist like exchange here in the early goal. Until the tape, Trick Williams, 29 years of age, 3 years pro wrestling experience. Clearly an NXT project. Carmelo Hayes, quite the Casanova he is now, has been involved in wrestling for 10 years, also 29 years of age. Him, of course, has been the NXT champion for 182 days, two-time NXT North American champion, had a reign last 172 days. And right now, Speed being picked up here, up and over, and Carmelo Hayes trying to get better trick, and insult with a slap to the back of the head.
He's trying to get in the mind of Trick Williams here, trying to take him off of his game, trying to make him realize that Melo is him. Ooh,
Oh, man!
vicious
And now Trick
shot.
Williams throwing hands. We saw that boxing training in that video montage. Sidewind, though, by Carmelo Hayes. Trick Williams to the outside, though. Whoa, double leg trip up by Trick. And this fight's going to be taken to the streets. We're in Philadelphia. These two are about to go freaking hammer. Oh!
Trick needs to slow down. That's his biggest issue is he gets too hype. He tries to do things too fast, and he ends up looking sloppy in his punches and his attacks. He needs to slow down a little bit. I understand this is his biggest stage. This is the biggest match of his career.
Uh-oh.
He needs to slow things down a little bit.
It looks like they're not going to slow things down. It looks like they're going to go out into the NXT universe and literally take the fight to the people. Again, how
That's
far?
fine. I don't mean slow down in that aspect. I mean in the way that he actually tries to deliver his punches.
Yeah, I'm about to say, how far are you willing to go here, again, for victory and also to prove a point? Again, is he always him? Does him not miss? Or is it finally Trick's time? Are we going to whoop that Trick, or is the Trick going to get whooped? Again, this brewing rivalry, this boiling envy stewed over after we learned that Carmelo Hayes attacked Trick Williams last year in October. Oh, man.
Melo really taking it to Trick in the early goings here, trying to prove that he is the superstar the pairing always has been.
And right now, Hayes is taking it to Williams. Again, we talked about that face-off on Tuesday night, NXT, JJ. The first time Trick Williams and Hayes were together, it was Trick Williams' third wrestling match ever. It was Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams versus the Viking Raiders in a dark match after SmackDown. Oh, my gosh. And again, you insult family. That's just crossing a whole nother line. And Trick Williams is having none of that. Irish reversal by Carmelo Hayes, though. Trick Williams stops the collision, sends Hayes up and over into the ringside area. Again, the referee is going to show a ton of leniency here. Ava Rain said there has to be a winner.
Yep.
We can't end this any other way. Whoop. Like the boot. Again, Hayes creating distance. Hayes now getting back inside the ring. Now looking for Trick to follow in. A little bit of a jaw-jacking contest here. Whoa, went for that kick. Oh, man.
That Harlem sidekick shades of Booker T, but Carmelo ducked it.
Yeah, and again, Hayes with the springboard clothesline off the second rope, turning in midair. And now attacking the lower back. Again, we know that Trick Williams, the knee was heavily damaged back at Vengeance Day by Carmelo Hayes. Take a look at the replay here up that springboard clothesline. Excuse me. What's Carmelo doing here? Uh-oh. Big splash by Trick Williams as Hayes was exposing that ring post. Driven face first at the top turnbuckle pad. And it's one of those things, JJ. I think in the industry, everybody eventually wants to take that chance to be the guy, to be number one, to be him. Why Carmelo Hayes was trying to define a path for Trick was always going to be his number two. Trick wasn't having any of that. He was tired of playing sidekick. I mean, come on. Didn't Robin one time want to be more than just Batman's side boy?
Yeah, I mean, that's when he evolved into Nightwing.
Let's steal, though. Exposed, though. Bad landing on the ribs of Trick Williams. It's a tale as old as time itself. In cinema, in storytelling, in wrestling. I mean, hell, how many times did you use the tag team metaphor? Who's the Shawn Michaels versus the Marty Jannetty? Both these men right now, they very well might be on the same level, at least at this moment. But based on this match, who knows where it can be for either of these two?
Yeah, we always use that analogy, but if I'm being honest, no, I don't know if that works here because these two were never really a tag team. It was more of a Shawn Michaels and Diesel setup. Trick was the tall bodyguard, heavy to the young, flashy, mellow Shawn Michaels, and kind of more filled that Diesel role. Still made for a great feud back in the day, Michaels and Diesel, but I would say it was more of that type of analogy as opposed to Michaels and Jannetty.
There's been no barbershop window involved either, thankfully, or any glass yet, as Carmelo
Yeah,
Hayes
no.
puts the boost to Trick Williams. And we saw in the show, for those that watched the YouTube clips where Shawn Michaels was with his shooter of NXT, who were preparing for this stage, you notice which match and what metaphors he used for both Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Carmelo Hayes, he compared him to himself back at WrestleMania 21 against Kurt Angle. As far as Trick Williams go, Trick Williams, he's that John Cena from WrestleMania 23, the guy on top of the world, out to prove a point to everybody constantly. And right now you can see that Carmelo Hayes is probably envious of Trick Williams. Pop up. Oh, wait a minute, counter. Maybe he tests the strength here.
Almost a Rainmaker lariat.
Boom! Big uppercut. Kick the bench, Trick Williams over. Up kicking back Hayes. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Back elbow strike. Rocks Hayes, though. Both men creating separation for the moment. And look at the collide. And boom! My God! And Trick leaves his feet, dropping Carmelo Hayes with that drop kick. Both men with the same idea. I think Trick got the better of it. Boom!
Both men down. Both men trying to see who's going to get to their feet first.
Got a chain whoop that Trick. Again, what could either of these two men do to the other that the other may not know of? Again, these two have literally been together the entire eras of your NXT.
Yep.
Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams right now teeing off on their knees. Forearm shivers to the jaw. Carmelo Hayes, of course, last year had Stand Deliver won his first ever NXT championship against Braun Breaker. But again, it's not about what you did then. It's about the now. And Trick Williams right now is him still now. And Trick Williams teeing off, though. Oh, big uppercut almost sends him up and over. Irish whip.
There's that Harlem sidekick and another one.
Yeah, to your point.
Flapjack. Kip up.
Trick right now doing a nice job blocking out the noise, not getting too caught up in the moment. But up and around goes Carmelo. Takes him down.
Went for a Trouble in Paradise there, but didn't connect with it.
And Carmelo Hayes
Shades of Kofi Kingston, who of course had his big moment at WrestleMania 35, Kofi Mania.
And to your point, that was the match that inspired Trick Williams, to pursue this dream of being a WWE superstar.
Reverse neckbreaker. There we go again.
Oh, God! That kick connect the cover too? No!
Not quite a full-on Trouble in Paradise. Turned it more into a big boot, but still connecting with it nonetheless.
That's a cyclone boot. Saves him Dijak, JJ. That was a cyclone boot to the face, turning Hayes inside out. Hashtag Stand Deliver trending worldwide on the Twigs as we continue giving you our coverage and reactions to NXT Stand Deliver. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Know that we do this for all the brands, professional wrestling and sports entertainment. And again, we'll be back later with WrestleMania. Again, looking for another Harlem kick.
Right in front of Booker, no less.
Yeah, I'm about to say, did Booker T have any fun with his brother? And what's Hayes looking for here? On the apron, springing up the second.
Caught.
Oh, my!
Crash and burn there.
Yeah, a little bit reckless abandonment by Carmelo Hayes there. With the
cameraman completely out of position as well.
Yeah, with springboard clothesline to the collapse table. Take a look at this.
See it again.
Jeez. And Carmelo Hayes right now to the top rope, looking for something big here. Big frog splash. And a cover, hook of the near leg and a near fall. Whoa. But again, think about this, JJ. Remember that exposed turnbuckle that hit Trick Williams' ribs in the early going of this match. Carmelo Hayes just hit a splash, knocking even more wind out of Trick Williams. So again, focus attack right now by Melo. Carmelo Hayes putting the boots, Trick Williams in the corner. Referee admonishing him again. There may be leniency, but at the end of the day, it's still not a no disqualification match. Trick Williams in the clothesline, though, wipes Hayes out. Again, this all came out of jealousy. Call breaker! And a cover by
2.
Hayes.
No.
And a kick out. Remember when Trick Williams was almost being criticized as the guy who looks like he's ready, but it wasn't his time by people, including Shawn Michaels? And again, Trick Williams trying to get to the spot that Carmelo Hayes has had for 3 years now. And Hayes is trying
Melo kind of peeling some of his tape off. Looks like he's going to try and choke Trick.
Yeah, dark intentions here, JJ. Trick Williams right now still grasping his ribs. And the official, again, can only watch. There's a great counter by Trick. And no!
Steiner splash ends up taking out the referee. Chop block takes Trick down.
And that's the same knee that he attacked inadvertently at Vengeance Day before further assaulting it after he lost to Ilya Dragunov.
What do you mean inadvertently? That was premeditated at Vengeance Day, Noah.
At first, it looked inadvertently, but yeah, I understand the end game. But I don't know what the end game is here right now for Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. Big splash by Trick, referee out, and the chop block to the left knee.
There's the chair. There's the end game right there. You take the referee out, leniency or not, there's only going to be so much a referee's going to allow before he has to call and stop something. So you get the referee taken out, and now there's that chair. But Trick's got his hands on the base of it there, snatching it up to the midsection. Trick's going to get some payback here, Noah.
About to whoop that Trick.
Bam!
Oh, gosh.
Whoop that Trick.
Just willing.
Whoop that
away. Get Carmelo pleading for mercy. There will be no mercy tonight. Trick Williams, you can't show mercy.
There's the referee back in play. Snatch that out of the Trick's hand.
Oh, and a low blow. The official didn't see it. Come on. Not like this. Bullshit. No. Whoa.
Melo thought that should have been it there.
Yeah, take a look at this.
See it again, low blow. He was going to go for that DDT, but Trick collapsed, and so he just kind of fell on him.
Again, who brought the chair in, though? I mean, turnabout's fair play, in my opinion.
Melo with a handful of those dreads there.
And Trick Williams right now in a world of trouble. Still fighting back, though. Not going to take the disrespect of Carmelo Hayes. And meanwhile,
and there's another one to the referee sending him out of the ring.
Did I mention your NXT referees suck?
You know what? We knew that this was going to have something like this, dude. There haven't been these spots all show.
And Carmelo Hayes looking to shoot and score.
Nothing but net.
But net.
Here comes the second referee.
He's got to float over, shoot the half.
1,
cover.
2.
No. Trick Williams still in this fight. And Hayes right now pissed off. Again, this is why the people chose Trick. He refuses to die. He always keeps fighting. We saw how far he was willing to go against Ilya Dragunov. Now
second referee snatching the chair this time from Melo.
Whoop. Went for the Harlem kick again. Carmelo Hayes. Trick knee! Trick knee! Trick knee! The cover! 2,
3.
Got him! Got him! Got him! Just like that! Trick just whooped that Trick! Sudden finish! The Trick knee for the win!
Man, oh man.
16,500 plus celebrating and chanting, whoop that Trick for our victor, Trick Williams.
Trick Williams with the win tonight in our main event at Stand and Deliver. Him missed.
Just like that, man. Just a Trick knee and night-night. Wow.
1, 2, 3. And Carmelo Hayes' envy and ego cost him here. Look at this. He hit nothing but net, but Trick Williams somehow survived it. Shoots the half, hook of the near leg, and only got a 2 count. And after honoring the official and using that chair,
missed the kick
again, And
Trick
the trick
knee.
knee connected. Deep hook on both
Deep
legs.
pinfall attempt.
Perfect setup for the finish. Trick
He hit
Williams
nothing.
with the moment in his hometown. Trick Williams has stood and delivered and has put Carmelo Hayes finally beneath him.
He hit nothing but net, but hesitated, did that momentary. That's it. And hesitated. He who hesitates is lost, folks. Man, this is cool.
Yeah, this is an
It
incredible
is. It's
moment
a
for
hell
Trick
of a
Williams.
moment.
Yes.
Take it in, man. What we just witnessed is again him missed, and we are officially now and going forward certainly going to whoop that trick. As once again NXT stood and delivered before the Showcase of Immortals tonight. For the Renegade Wrestling, JJ Williams and his brand NXT. For the man who's named the Marquis, Jeff motherfucking Meacham. I'm Seminole Frost, and we'll see you in a few hours for WrestleMania's NXT indeed stand and delivered. Damn good show.
Hey,
The main
again,
roster has got a lot to live up to.
You're damn right about that.
You know, I mean, again, and by no means am I trying to downplay, by no means am I trying to, sell anything short. But when that 6-woman match was the weakest match on the show and it still fucking stood and delivered,
right?
the main roster has got some shit to live up to.
Yep.
Mhm.
And the main roster definitely has the talent to do it. That's why
Oh.
it's the main roster. But man, they've got a lot to live up to. Hell of an outing by my NXT. I'm hyped, man. Now I get to get changed, go to a 7-year-old's birthday party, and then be back here in time for night one, man. Like,
Talk about the contrast of styles of day. We're going from stand deliver in front of the most rabid crowd in wrestling, legit, to 7-year-old birthday party. And then back to the most rabid wrestling crowd in the world. It's definitely a contrast of days.
yes. So Josh with a question here directed towards Noah. So Noah, is this your NXT again?
How many times are you going to keep asking me that? I said there's elements, but it's never going to officially fully be my NXT because, again, I'm being the fair, impartial, honest, unbiased play-by-play guy. Tonight was an incredible show.
Let me rephrase then. Let me rephrase then. I apologize cutting you off. Let me rephrase.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Is this performance at Stand and Deliver the closest my brand has come to being your NXT?
I started really getting back into this NXT at No Mercy, and that was almost a 1 to 1.5 match show to me. It picked it up more at Deadline, and then Vengeance Day really was kicking things into higher gear. This is the best you've done so far. You keep going up.
We'll take it.
I will take that then. So yeah, Josh, stop asking because this will never be Noah's Black and Gold NXT.
Okay.
But if with every PLE, every TV special we get, he can sit here and say that it's as close to his NXT as it's been, that is enough for me.
Yep.
Because I always flash back to New Year's Evil 2023 when I wasn't able to call it and you and James had to do it. And you guys talked about what a fucking horrid show that was.
Yes.
Yep.
And it was.
So I always flash to that. So if with every performance, I hear you say that it's getting closer and closer and closer to what you hold those 3 letters to, that's all I need to hear. Because I accept the fact that Black and Gold, White and Gold, and even Rainbow Bright in between, it's all going to be different evolutions of the same 3 letters. It's just like talking about the Hogan era, the Austin era, the Ruthless Aggression era, and now what we've got today. It's
Mhm.
all different eras of the same 3 letters. As long as things are closer to what you hold as the definitive, that's all that matters to me.
I'll say this: I'm looking forward to Battleground.
There you
That's
go.
fair.
Well, gentlemen, as we know, JJ is on a limited time budget. We also have roughly a little over 2 hours before we're going live with our pre-show because,
Yes.
one is WrestleMania. So I'm going to enjoy as close to an authentic Philly cheesesteak as I can get with an ice cold Pepsi because, CM Punk can't wrestle today. So by God, we got to represent. What the hell? Why not? I'm sick of this damn Zoa Prime nonsense. Give me a Pepsi.
I'll take it. I'll agree with that.
That's it. Mountain Dew a little bit too much caffeine. I need to be wired till Thursday. With
Right.
Mountain Dew.
As I grab my can and take another swig.
I've only done one Baja Blast the entire show, so I know.
Dude, I love the fact that Baja Blast is out in the world and not just having to go to Taco Bell. I love that. And
Same.
shout out to our buddy Danielle for that because she loves her Taco Bell, but she loves her Baja Blast the mostest. So
respect.
Anyway, thank you again, the two of you, not just for the call. Thank you for everything this morning. Again, is what it is. But we will see everybody with proper attire in a couple of hours. Noah's always rocking that, but the rest of us will get our glow up here in a couple hours, and we'll be back.
I'm not going full suit like I did last year. I'm just going to be comfortable renegade.
You're comfortable color commentator, so that makes sense.
That's valid.
I did it for my first WrestleMania.
Yes.
And that's all that matters.
And that was your hometown WrestleMania.
That's
so
right.
I will gladly take that. I will say this. The way we saw yesterday, you may want to bundle up in a snow jacket and some boots or some shit just in case.
Oh, I know. Every time that front door has been opened this morning, I have felt the breeze. So I'm definitely going to be wearing jeans, bringing a hoodie with me.
Yeah, it is.
Just because of the weather. I mean, I know that the heat will be on over at the other house to keep people, nice and toasty, but
yeah,
gotta get there first.
It is weird. It is colder than a mother-in-law's kids out here in SoCal right now. It is bizarre. I'll tell you what.
Right.
So, with that being said, for the simple man with the spectacular, even calling NXT voice, Noah Foster. For the man this is his NXT, damn it. And Chase U did prevail today. Right prevailed over wrong today. Good triumph over evil today, my God.
Oh, good Lord Almighty.
The Renegade Wrestling, JJ Williams. I am Jeff. It's Saturday morning. Motherfucking Meacham. This has been our coverage of Stand Delivered from NXT, and we will see you guys so shortly for WrestleMania!
Good night, everyone.
Have a good day, folks.